Stella, we'll go say.
It's been a bit since I've done a thing, but like, if I recall, we started in Brindle and decided to make our way to the Karakzarum quest. But first, we made our way to Baldwin, a knightly dude, and he was nice. He offered Zeph a position as a knight, which he's thinking about. But we didn't tell him where we were going because he's the type to just like, oh, you're going to go kill X thing? Let me help. And that would have been more the hassle than we wanted.
We're like, please don't get yourself killed.
Please do not get yourself killed. So we went to the Dwarf Bridge and then went to like this mountain, I think it was. Because like there was a dwarf there that was missing, like a cousin of the Iron Frost. So we figured, yeah, we should probably get him back. We get there, and then it turns into horror with a freaking corpse eater, the horrible thing. We did not fight it. For once, we had that much foresight. That like, hey, we shouldn't fight this thing. This thing is terrifying. Quit losing your relatives. So we leave. Zeph basically agrees, just like, yeah, I'm not writing this in the tales I'm gonna give my kids. At least not until they're older, because otherwise they're gonna want to go fight that thing, and that's gonna be a problem. So we go back to the Dwarf Bridge. Oh, the guy's missing his leg, by the way. So we go back to the
It's
Dwarf Bridge with our
fine.
one-legged friend, traverse underground a couple days until we get to Karakzarum, and then we get to see the fruits of just how extra we were in the Dwarf campaign. Like, my god, we were fucking extra. But, we got two offers, one for magic items and whatnot, and one to, like, build a castle for us. We took the magic items because we figure it's only really gonna benefit Zeph if we get a castle. So we'll just build our own castle later and get the magic items now. And then we went back to Brindle, and it got announced that there was a jousting tournament now. It's like, yay,
Yes.
fun, jousting.
Stab people on horse.
Talk shit to horses.
I don't think that's on the docket.
Throw shit on horses.
What?
Where y'all getting all this shit?
Horse.
Why are you throwing it?
This
Hey,
is
I'm
raising a lot of questions.
Okay. All right. Let's begin. At the beginning of this week, as I believe you guys ended where you guys said you were going to take a long rest, right?
I think so.
Yes, because
Um,
then we did long rest activities, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Anwin, you get a message, uh, spell that is from Baldwin saying that, effectively stating that he and his knightly and he and his knights and some of his men are effectively going to be doing some diplomatic relations with a group of ogres that have made their way southeast of Nemon's Gap, and they're going over there to effectively see what their intentions are in the region and see if they could hire them for protection for this upcoming joust tournament. He is effectively requesting backup if things go south, but he highly doubts it.
And how do we feel about ogres?
Hmm.
They're good mercenaries.
I've
Like-
never worked with ogres before.
Yeah, I got a message from that Baldwin guy we talked to earlier. Apparently, he wants to see if he can hire some as guards for the tournament. He wants backup.
No. Their ogres are interesting to talk to.
You can talk to ogres?
What sense?
But yes. They're just Michael,
Yes.
how interesting are ogres to talk to?
It's
As in, do they
I would say the
speak
first interesting thing
hillbilly?
is how they introduce themselves. Yes, they do speak hillbilly. It
Oh
is
god.
it's
just your head static.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but yes, they do. They do speak hillbilly, but they do have some properness to them, especially some more or less the ones that work as mercenaries. They effectively start out with their title, with their job in the clan, their clan, and their name, and they usually that's how they introduce themselves, and they effectively it is more at the end of the day they want to ensure that they are paid for their work fairly.
Okay. And then I guess another question is, are the majority of the clans of ogres or groups of ogres here in the Vale mercenaries to begin with, or is it just only a few of them?
Many of them outside the Worm Smoke and the West Deep. Many of them outside of those regions will most likely be mercenaries. The ones that live inside the
oh
Worm
goodness.
Smokes,
Josh, quit eating your mic.
they're more
Michael?
to control like a mountain peak or something. Oh, is it bad? Hold on.
Yeah,
A little
you
bit.
went-
Right
You
as
kind of disappeared for a little bit.
I think Josh ate his mic a little bit, you went silent.
Josh turned his sensitivity up to 11.
Oh god, you have him at 11? I have him at like 29.
Okay. Yeah, let me turn down Josh real quick. Also, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
so
Okay,
far
cool.
anyway.
So the ogres from the West Steep and Worm Smokes are mercenaries, correct?
More territorial.
More
They're
territorial.
the more
Okay.
they're the more territorial ones.
Okay.
Everywhere else, if you find them, they're usually roaming bands. Some of them just want to like legitimately just want a place to
No, Michael.
The internet problems start again.
No.
regions. Are more just farmers.
You like cut out for like a good
Oh.
half of that sentence.
Yeah, most of the ones outside those regions are chill, and most of them just want to be like farmers in their own
Okay.
little tiny areas.
So what I'm hearing is that they want to be farmers, huh?
It's-
Yes.
Manual labor.
Are you planning on hiring them?
I'm not gonna lie, that was a thought that crossed my mind earlier today. I'm like, I could hire him.
Okay, but do we want to go?
The ogre's dead.
Ah,
I look to on one. Little one, what do we get out of it?
I can reply with message, correct?
Sending. Yes.
Yes.
No.
Well, he said it was message.
Yes.
Oh, that
Sunday.
he's
Just
60
sending.
feet of us. Where is he?
He's in
Where is
the
he?
walls! He's in the
If
goddamn!
it's sending, then yeah,
I
you can
just-
respond.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
know you
sending.
respond with sending. How do I want to phrase that?
It's
I guess I'll send back, we're certainly open to the idea. Is there any sort of compensation for us in the plans?
Yeah,
Okay.
you think we're gonna
Um,
do this out of the kindness of our hearts? Hell
you get a
no.
message back that says help me establish relationships with the ogres and help us if needed in some mercenary work. I will give you 500 gold pieces.
Well, I'm sold.
I'm sold.
I'm sold.
Evan.
He's in the wall.
So are
You're
you,
in
god
the
damn
walls.
They're in the goddamn wall.
Out of my walls, Josh.
Nothing has changed.
it. Then why
I
is
don't
Nothing
know
is-
what to tell you, but you're like
Nothing has
twice as loud
changed
as
about
normal.
my inputs.
See, now you're less in the walls.
Nightmare.
Jesus.
Shut
I
up.
Christ.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
See, now you're
No,
normal.
you're.
I didn't
You're.
change anything.
I don't know what to tell you.
Alright.
I'll send back that. We're happy to do that. Then, is there a time and a place he wants to meet up?
Let's see. Effectively, 2 days. About right. Let me get the marker right.
Give us quest marker.
Right here.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be the day
2
that
days.
I tell you.
Right where?
Shine down.
In the middle of a random field. Okay.
Ah.
Actually, no. It's more. It's more like near the hills. It's a base of one of the hills.
Mm.
One of the most eastward hills. Near Nemon's Gap.
Bye, Evan.
Bye, Evan.
Yeah. I was scared for a second. I thought I left. I was like, what? Alright. He
Yep,
effectively
Evan's
said
getting
there.
DDoSed again.
Yeah, he said there, effectively.
Alrighty. I guess we're going on a wilderness hike.
Nothing new for Jeb.
For sure. Oh, rip Evan.
Mike isn't being picked up, apparently.
Tell your
No.
mic to get good.
Speak, or forever hold your peace.
Also, can we guys see more dogs?
A little bit.
Yes.
Okay, just wondering. So yes, that is the reward.
500
Alright.
gold.
Yes.
Is
Lovely.
that something that we want to do? Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
500
we're meeting up in
gold.
2 days, so
Oh dear. Alright, we better get going then.
Bye, Keish.
I'm assuming we got our long rest prior to this, correct?
I guess you did. You
Yeah.
did.
Excellent.
Oh, thank God.
And also,
God.
I'm going to implement something before the tournaments so you guys don't have to worry about long rest, like trying to conserve things.
Mhm.
I'm going to implement something called a feast, which can be enacted once per 2 weeks, effectively giving you a long rest for the cost of
Ooh.
25 gold
Oh.
You
per
telling
person.
me I can buy long rests now?
Yes,
It's
yes,
A2
Are
win.
you adding microtransactions to my campaign?
yes, I am. Yeah. Yes, I am.
This feels like a microtransaction.
it's
But are you going to use it?
Yes.
probably.
Michael is just
Alright.
EA. Changed my mind.
Exactly.
It's
I mean, I might not be that evil, alright? Alright, so are you guys gonna head over towards
I think so.
Let's go.
okay. It'll take you almost 1 day to get there. Everyone roll me d10s.
Okie dokie. Levitate with ill intent.
Damn it, Evan.
Hey, EXP. Get EXP for this.
It's
Yeah,
we've
Yeah, you're right,
avoided
never
the
mind,
last few
alright.
encounters, we've got to make up for it.
yeah.
No, no, no.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Josh, I want my 4
Dang,
attacks.
get out of the walls.
I want the campaign to take a slow pace.
Josh, I want my 4 attacks.
It's
You don't need 4
Jesus.
attacks.
And a feat.
But what? I want
Josh,
to be a
a
friend.
feat.
You want to be a friend?
Yes, Warcaster.
Yeah,
No.
It's one of Daniel's character. Of course you have Warcaster.
See,
it's just too damn good.
Yeah.
Even though we
Plus,
hardly ever use half of its features.
Because the other half are that good.
give me 1
To
second.
prolong the XP.
roll on
No!
XP. Alright, we're going day by day
prolong the
now.
XP.
Hour by hour.
Hour. Oh my god.
Ugh.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me fix an encounter real quick. All right,
You find 6 Onis. Oh fuck.
It's
Oh shit.
God. In the middle of the field. Not that was surprising. Oh,
Lions, 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 lions. Please.
you find a clearing, and inside the middle of the clearing, you see a warrior in red armor.
History check. Please. Can I do a history check?
Yes.
I'm not great at history, but I'll make one too.
That's alright. I got.
I don't know shit.
Cool armor.
Scholars.
All right, Jebediah. This is a roaming, a roaming knight of the Red Lady.
Oh.
Effectively, they often travel around where there's many paths. Effectively, they travel to the paths of many adventurers. Many adventurers take, and essentially wait there for a venturing group, and effectively want to test the mettle of that venturing group to see if to essentially see their worth, and if they do pass their test, they are given effectively a reward.
Huh.
Oh,
This
no,
is
it's
XP.
It's Tree Sentinel.
Eh,
Is it by itself or mounted?
He is mounted.
It's Tree Sentinel.
it's
Would you quit your whining?
but
I pray to
Tree
God it's not
Sentinel.
Draconic Tree Sentinel.
It's
The horse breathes fire now!
They breathe fire now.
I hate that that's a meme.
it's
Do
trust
we,
me.
Jeb will
I
look
do
around
too.
and say, "Do we want to try our chance?"
Sure.
If we lose, do we die?
That's a
No,
great question. Okay.
he
I feel like that's an important clarifier
he
here.
knocks you out. He knocks you out. It is. Hey, we don't kill each other. We are honorable warriors.
Mm.
That's
He's
how
one-
usually they roll.
He's one man.
We can probably
But it's a
take
scary
him.
man.
Why are you afraid of one man in a field?
I don't know. There's some. I don't think I can explain it properly, but something feels off.
Some of those who follow the Red Lady have martial prowess, unheard of for some individuals.
Yes,
It
I'm
did it.
aware.
But I don't know. I'm down.
I'm down.
Charge!
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we're doing this.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
I
It's
don't
We
like
all-
his smug aura.
it's
Okay, give me 1 second.
I need to get
I
back
try.
to the Elden Ring.
Player to player. Josh, isn't your character a follower of the Red Lady too?
He presents as one, though I doubt he would actually know what any of that is.
No.
I mean, a
Alright.
knight that is all about tactics and never takes off his helmet, that's basically what a red knight
yeah.
worshiper.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second.
Bye, Evan.
oh,
Still having issues.
Okay. Yeah. All right. 1 second. All right. Let me show you guys what you guys are up against.
Hmm.
Oh, Campione.
Can't wait.
Campion.
El
Mm.
Campione.
I'm
You're the
champion.
champion.
Charge.
Horse battle.
Oh, he's in range. Let's go.
Let me add both of their turns as
When do I get advantage range?
Second monitor. You're back.
I know, right?
Oh,
I
second.
need to get another. I need to replace this monitor because it can only use HDMI.
Mm.
Oh, come here, champion.
Of course. I'm not playing Prince.
Let's borrow my barbarian.
as you guys get into this effectively his camp. I would say more or less between Andrade and him, there's a clear. That area is more clear at the moment. As you guys get into what looked like his camp, he stands up and greets you all as Edric. He says, "I am Knight Edric. I serve the Red Lady. I'm here to test you. Do you stand for this test?"
I suppose we
Uh,
do.
raising Knox like we are here to accept the challenge and to beat it. Test our mettle as adventurers and warriors.
And so be it.
Arm yourself, Tin Man.
It's
Oh, I can listen to music again, and I should hear all of you.
Weren't you doing that all week? You had your headphones in every session.
Nope,
it's
I only had it in for the last two.
Jebediah,
Yep.
you can start this.
Well, I totally give him a fight. I rage,
All right.
and I recklessly attack.
All right.
yeah. I can get-
15.
That does not hit.
Ooh,
Those
I'm
two do
sad.
not hit.
I am really sad.
Eh.
I
Yeah,
passed my
that's
turn.
Zeph.
Let's hunters mark him, and
All right.
also go in for melee.
All
We
right.
let's see. One friend, a regular stab, fancy stabs.
Let's see.
Oh, I forgot to actually have the hunter's mark damage. I think only one of those hits. Bop.
The 23 hits. 24 actually hits.
For
Okay.
26 or 26, 16 damage.
All right.
That'll be my
Is that
turn.
your turn? Felix. Evan, are you here? Or is your
Yeah, I'm
mic?
here.
Okay.
Hey, we can hear him.
Hey,
Uh, I guess. Actually, I have an idea. Or nah. I'm not getting into that. I'll firebolt. My original plan was to lightning lure him off of his horse, but that might be disrespectful.
it's
Well, we're here to win.
I know. Firebolt for now.
All right. That hits for 8 damage.
And that's my turn.
Anon.
It's a bell ringing.
All right.
Aggressive hitting of the cowbell.
it's
No. He has failed for 4 damage.
Let's
Nice.
go.
That's
Alright.
me.
He is gonna make 1 attack against Zeph.
Oh boy.
Does a 21 hit.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You're taking 14 slashing damage.
Ow.
And Jeb, does a
Mm.
24 hit.
Yes.
I do have war points.
You're taking 10 slashing damage. And does a 17 hit.
No.
That is his turn, Ashrod.
Coming in from the side.
It's
From the top ropes, it's Asherod Bonebreaker.
What weapons does he use? Hello?
Mackle.
What weapon does he use? He uses a great sword.
Cool.
Mm.
We can pull
Sorry
up
about
BS
that.
tactics. Advantage. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Ah, wrong button.
It's
15
You
probably
good?
doesn't hit.
The 22 hits
No,
for
none of those are real,
okay.
except the last one.
All right.
That's a
Last one
17.
does not hit.
Action Surge.
Whoa.
Does a 19 hit.
that's a lot of damage.
19 does hit
And then
for let's see. Oh wow. That is a lot. Okay. Give me 1 second.
That's nearly max.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Big damage.
Alright. Is that your turn, Ashrod?
Yeah, he has disadvantage on everyone that isn't me.
Alright. He is half damage. He's half health. Jebediah.
I recklessly attack again.
Alright.
Whew.
That shall hit. That shall hit. And that shall not hit. How much damage is that?
Let's see. We got 8, 10, 20.
20, okay.
Unless he's a feat and aberration, then there's an additional 12
It's-
on there.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Zeph.
Alrighty. We continue stabbying. Stab. Stab. Stab.
The 20 shall hit.
Wonderful. Do I want to do anything for my bonus action? Can I do anything for my bonus action? No, I cannot. That'll be my turn.
Felix.
Now I'll lightning lure him off of his horse.
It's
Fail.
Yes.
Alright.
get yoinked.
What's
He
a strength
has
save?
passed with a 26.
No.
Cool. That's my turn.
Does he take any damage or the half damage?
Nope.
It's a save or suck.
Okay,
think-
end one. Yeah. Okay, end one.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let's see. He's gonna use his indomitable to pass that.
For 1
Yeah, to
damage?
pass that.
Y'all's Billbeat, get him!
It's
And it's his turn. He's gonna use his bonus action to second wind.
of course he is.
And he's going to attack against Jeb twice and Zeph once.
It's that normal against me.
Yes.
Well, normal, yeah.
16 and
disadvantage against me.
14. Do not
They
hit
don't.
Jeb.
Nope.
And a 14 does not hit Zeph.
Correct.
That's his turn. Ashrod.
Charge!
Ooh,
And retreat.
as that hit just strikes him in his torso. He holds up his hand and admits defeat
All right.
as he just slumps over on his horse, and if he starts drinking a healing potion. He
Counter
hands he hands you guys 200 gold pieces
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
yeah.
and says, "Keep up the good work."
Thank you, sir. You
And
as
you.
well.
As
Yes.
he gives a bow and rides off.
Well, that was fun.
Dramatic folk.
Rich dramatic folk, apparently.
I mean, the best incentive for most people is money.
In that suit
Yeah.
of armor, I have no doubts about being rich.
So, there. All right. And that was the majority of. That was the only thing that really happened today. This day of travel, as it'll take you more or less about 4 hours of travel to get to the location. On like everyone
Uh-oh.
Oh
can roll me a
no.
d12.
Oh,
D12.
D12? Alright.
Gotcha.
Yes,
All I
d12.
heard was D12.
And we find him again. We attack him
D12.
again.
That's
Money farm.
infinite money glitch.
Let's see. Right. Oh. Let's see. This is an encounter.
Hmm.
What?
I rolled a 1 on my roll.
Did
Like,
we get any XP from squaring up with that dude earlier?
Yes, you guys did. You guys
Oh.
got 250.
250.
Yo.
oof.
Very nice.
Love to see that.
That's 430? 40, 30?
I'm at 3980.
That's 250, right? So
Yeah.
that's 40, 30. We're at 3880.
That's not what I was at.
That's what
Well,
I'm
you're
at.
wrong.
I got 4130 with the
Jesus
250.
Christ.
All right.
4130? I'll take
Yeah.
4130, sure.
It's
What'd you get?
I got 4030. But yeah, I am known to do math wrong.
Well, I'm using the calculator and I'm getting 4130.
it's
I
Well,
trust the
I'm-
one of us that succeeded at getting the science degree.
yeah.
You know, 3 of us attempted it, 2 of us failed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I will
Danielle,
use this power
XP.
for evil.
4130 is our XP.
So 4130. All right, I trust your math, Danielle.
Thank you. I can occasionally do it.
it's not like you got a job in a lab, you know.
It's not like I have to do math there either.
Yeah.
I do. It's unfortunate. It's like, you want me to divide exponents? Are you insane?
What? That sounds awful.
Well, you're dealing with like cell concentration, so a lot of times it's like, yes, okay, I have 1.21 times 10 to the 6 cells, and I need to seed this plate with this amount.
I understood half of those words.
I understood
Good.
plate.
It's
You don't know what cells are?
No.
I know about mitochondria. That's it.
That
I
cell is
failed
the
chemistry
powerhouse.
3 times. I'm okay.
I
I'm okay with
I have this many cells. I need to figure out how many I need to get this amount in the plate.
it's
Yo, when did Microsoft Excel enter the chat? We're talking about cells.
All right, this is gonna be
Can-
interesting.
You're gonna
Michael.
trivialize your proteins.
You're
Don't
gonna
worry, all
what
of them
my
are
proteins?
denatured.
Crystallize.
All of mine are denatured. Don't worry.
Give me 1 second. As
I will knock you unconscious and hide you in the incubator.
the fuck.
Home. It's home.
Yeah, it's warm and wet and full of carbon dioxide.
It's
Perfect. Who needs to breathe? I don't.
Become
Alright,
mushroom,
well-
it'll be fine.
I'll just revert back to fish. I'll just suck the oxygen from the moisture.
I mean, there is water in there, you could. What the?
Huh?
No, thank you.
Elementals? No, thank you.
I would like to politely decline.
As you guys see in front of you, two elementals standing in the middle of the road, both of them facing each other, not even paying attention really to you guys. As you can see, one of them, the one that's made of earth, is effectively giving what looks like over logs of wood, and the other one of fire is giving what looks like precious stones and gems to the one of earth.
Uh-huh.
I just came across a trade deal.
It's illegal.
It's
Get them, boys.
You're not
Stick
paying
'em.
sales tax.
FBI, open up!
it's
Those gems are illegally gotten.
As they do notice you after a
Yeah.
while, they look over at you, and the earth one beckons you to come with its hand.
Is this gonna be a hate crime? Gonna get ganked?
What?
Does anyone speak ground?
Do
No.
I look like a dwarf to you?
No. Does anyone speak fire?
Look like a dwarf.
Why would a dwarf speak fire?
Why did that tickle your fancy?
Because it's dwarfist and it's amazing.
It's
I can't tell if Jeb is racist against dwarves or you are.
Oh wow.
I think they both
Alright,
are.
give me 1 second. Let me try to see this. Alright. So Jeb, what you see in front of them effectively is them mostly trading what looks like fire and large chunks of coal for what looks like the fire one is giving what looks like rubies as you get closer.
Huh.
And they look at you and see if you will look like if you would offer up anything to them in this trade deal.
Uh,
uh,
what's in the
Nice.
purse? We have a pearl.
but that's for identify.
I got nothing, guys.
Didn't we get 2 of them?
I don't know, did we? I thought we sold the other one already.
Yeah, we might have.
Yeah, there's only one pearl in here.
So,
Do you think they would like bones?
Probably not. I don't know. I just gesture to the rock on the ground. And I give like the no, we don't have any. And I point to the coals and I give the yeah, we don't have any. Kind of get and it's kind of like a sorry.
Today on
um,
Trades with Jeb.
Yes. How to talk to rocks.
Hey, we live in the worst mix a little bit. You have to talk to
let's
rocks
see.
sometimes.
Roll me a performance check with advantage. Actually, roll me a performance check with advantage.
Performance check with advantage?
Huh.
Yes, because they
Well-
understand this. They
Oh,
understand
They
this.
understand
They do this
charades.
often. Yes.
Oh, that's
They-
persuasion.
They speak charades.
Okay.
Uh.
Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Should I do my performance of creation?
Okay.
Although
The Earth
weird.
Elemental actually pulls out. He pulls out a cloak out of what looks like a bag on his back.
Oh,
Hmm.
Um. Uh.
As
Uh,
he also opens up the bag and he shows you effectively the metal. He wants more like metals and silver and gems of any type. But he's just looking for anything like that.
I mean, we've
um.
got gold coins.
I look over. I pull out a GP and kind of indicate this is all we have. Is gold coin.
We
Shit.
have a whole
Um,
four
No.
pieces.
No. No rock. No gems or silver.
Okay, he
Four
indicates.
silver pieces.
Should I do
He
my
indicates
performance of creation?
What's it do?
It makes me create stuff, but it disappears after a while.
No.
I don't want to
Why not?
scam the earth.
I don't want to be on the bad side of an earth elemental.
he indicates 500 gold pieces.
No.
You can see with his hand he does 500 as he points to the gold.
This
Or
sounds
and I
like
indicate to the
constant zero.
cloak.
Yes.
What?
And then kind of suggest what does. Oh, and I somehow perform the act of what does cloak do?
He crosses his hands
What does that mean?
Uh,
as effectively more like the fence. He's looking like the
Def-
fence.
Oh,
Cloak of
500
protection?
gold for a cloak of defense or cloak of
Yes.
protection?
that's
Yes.
not
Have
bad.
500 gold?
We have
I think that's a
500 gold.
steal.
We have 3,700 gold.
Yeah, we give
3,900.
Yeah, do it.
if we give him 500 gold for the cloak of protection.
That's 3,700.
It should
You
say
put-
3,900.
Well, I'm not in charge of it.
I am. It says
Um,
3,900.
Let's see. You guys put the gold in his basically his large
There we
satchel. He gives you the cloak, and he and the fire elemental basically look at each other, give each other a nod, and depart their ways as you guys also leave at the exact same time.
Well, that
Who wants the cloak
was
of protection?
new. Let me check my
Uh,
attunement slots.
y- Jeb turns around. He's just how
That was new.
how did that work?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can I speak to rocks?
Apparently?
Maybe?
As long as the rocks speak to you.
AC's already pretty good, so I don't need it.
That's a good question.
Who
What
gets
is
it? What?
everybody's AC?
18.
Also
20.
18.
15.
I feel like we should give it to the bard because that also gives the +1 to all saves.
Hmm. Sure.
There's a little bit of just a little elemental trade. You guys walked in upon.
I just walked in on a drug deal and somehow got in on it.
That
It
was.
did
mean-
look an awful lot like a drug deal.
Really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. They were trading spice.
It's.
Exactly.
That's
You
why
know,
it's
they just
Hey, ya, say who?
It's.
all right. As you guys get to the location, as you guys get there early, you guys effectively
Uh oh.
see a couple of their effectively forward scouts. Am I fucking up?
A little bit.
Nope, you're good.
All right. No, we're good. All right. As you guys see a couple of the forward scouts that effectively greet you as they are setting up what looks like a campsite.
Oh, this is
Hey.
Baldwin's troop, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
As they give you guys more information about this particular tribe of ogres. They call themselves the they call themselves the turtle shells, as they effectively pride themselves on their capability of armor making, and they do wield shields that do resemble turtle shells,
Cool.
and they were once effectively trying to bid power in the Warm Smoke Mountains, but were kicked out
Hmm.
on the Brown Hills. They seem to be desiring.
Oh no, Michael, you're breaking up.
Agricultural animals, cows and goats. Am I?
Hmm.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're breaking
Every,
up again.
every Friday.
It's every time without fail.
Okay, no, it's good now. But yeah, as I just said, they are looking for animals, particularly cows, oxen, and goats
Are you
to
talking about the
raise in the
ogre
Brown
tribe?
Hills. Yes, they are looking for that type of payment in return for effectively also safe passage through these lands without being harried by anyone.
Hmm.
Well, we can help with acquiring the animals. Safe passage, on the other hand, and that sort of deal, I think is kind of out of our wheelhouse.
A little bit.
I mean the scout said I believe that's what Sir Baldwin is going to offer. He was going
Aha.
to ask you guys. He was going to ask you guys if you guys can help retrieve the animals for them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I guess.
I don't think we could do
Um,
that.
I mean, not
Hold, please.
Andy,
Oh,
payment wise, more or less physically at the end of the 2 weeks. Am I? What the fuck?
yeah, like
You're
the solid
back.
first
No,
2/3
I
of that
know.
sentence we're
Yeah.
going.
at random times, you're just cutting out for a few seconds, and then it's very
Yes.
quickly catching up on your audio.
Yeah.
It's
That's
odd.
weird.
I think it just happened again.
Yeah. But effectively, they are just looking for animals, and they are just looking for a safe passage to the Brown Hills.
Okay.
Well,
That
we
is
can
all
help
they
with
ask.
acquiring the animals.
All right.
I mean,
As
that if everybody else is okay with it.
Yeah.
Again,
What kind of
just-
animals
they're
did they
looking
want?
oxen, cows, essentially cattle,
Can we buy those at
so we're just
Brindle?
in
okay,
charge of like
and goats. Yes, you
and
can.
goats. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Yes.
we can buy them in Brindle.
I guess back to Brindle.
Well, Baldwin isn't here yet.
Oh, yeah, true. Gotta figure out what
Then-
the deal actually is.
Mhm.
a little important.
Little important. Make sure nothing goes awry. All that jazz. It'll be fine.
All right. As I would like you guys, as you guys are setting up this camp for what seems to be a half of
Mm,
Baldwin's detachment, I would like you all to roll me a d12.
D12. Bop.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's see. All right. Nothing happens as as evening comes by. You see Sir Baldwin comes with 2 of his knights and half of his warriors, 6 guards and 3 men at arms, and 2 additional rangers. As they all gather there, Baldwin greets you and says, "Hello. It is nice to meet you. It's nice to see you this soon. I
Nice to
was
see you again.
alerted to this tribe's presence. I was alerted to this tribe's presence in the region about 2 days ago, and I wanted to meet them, see effectively what they are here for,
Mhm.
and possibly like to hire them for security for this upcoming jousting tournament."
I mean, I suppose that works.
I'd like to ask any of you, do you have any proficiencies with knowing their culture or their language?
I can't say I've ever done anything with ogres.
Jeb raises his hand. I speak giant, and I know
Oh.
some of the culture.
Okay.
I've known ogres in the past, but it was my understanding that many of them speak the common tongue.
All right. Just want to ensure, see if anyone knows the language as I, to just in case if they do switch to their tongue mid diplomacy. But I do not think they would, just in case. But as the morning continues, I would say around 10 a.m. you guys meet with effectively 5 ogres, or I would say to you guys, will look like 4 normal ogres and one that is particularly odd for the fact that he has effectively an amulet that looks like a hammer.
Oh.
Oh,
Cool.
As you guys meet with this group, um, the main one that steps up introduces himself as Smithmaster Groz of the Turtlebacks.
Mm.
As he looks at you guys, how do y'all introduce yourselves?
I'm trying to decide on the title. Um, is there like for greetings? Is there like kind of like like do you bow? Is there any sort of signals, or is it just you just say that and that's it?
You effectively salute your heart. You basically pound your heart with your right arm, usually.
You know, uh, Jeb stands up, pounds his heart with his right hand, and says, "I am Hunter Jebediah of Brindle."
Zeph will mimic that and say, I am Hunter Zeph of Brindle.
I'll mimic them as well and say I'm Alchemist Anwin of Brindle.
Hmm.
Ostrad,
He looks over. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
just Ostrad. Raise his hand.
It's...
Ostrad.
This is the guy.
Nice.
This is what he looks like.
ah,
As Felix, how do you introduce yourselves?
he's got better hair than most
Um,
ogres.
I just say I am Felix the Bard.
Hmm. Music man. As After you all introduce yourselves, the knights introduce themselves as their names and the knight. As he says, I greet you all. Me and my people, we number 15. We just wish safe passage through these lands and possible barter for animals. What say you, man? As as Bank replying back to him, Sir Baldwin says, I shall sell you, and he doesn't say I shall sell you, I shall give you animals, and I shall have 2 of my knights escort you to these lands. As back again, the ogre says, this pleases me. And what do you request of me and my tribe? As it gets back to Bolin's turn, he says, guarding the road for 2 weeks, if he can, if he and his tribe can. As effectively, I would like everyone to roll me insight.
Okey-dokey. I don't know how to read ogres, man.
Neither do I.
Jebediah and Ashrad, you guys can roll the advantage.
Yeah, 13.
Alright. Alright. Maybe Ashrad, you can barely pick it up. But Felix, you guys can effectively ask. You guys, I'll kind of glean how much he is effectively. You guys can see how much he might ask for. For this amount of time, he is effectively going to ask for. Effectively, you guys can see in his face what he's kind of calculating. He's going to effectively ask for at least 1 cow for each member of his tribe. Each 3 members of his tribe, at least 1 oxen, and 4 goats per member of each tribe.
That's a lot of animals.
Would you like to relay this information back to Baldwin in any way possible, or more underneath hush tones and counsel advise counsel?
I don't really understand why.
Okay, just wondering, but more or less, I'm just giving you the gleaning what you guys might have to heard over this way.
Hmm. How many members
Just
are in
As-
his
herding
tribe?
it correct, we're not paying for it.
Yes, you guys are hurting them over.
Okay.
Effectively, it is going to be
Yeah, and we need tribe numbers for that to mean anything.
15.
15 per tribe.
Well, 15 for his tribe, I believe, right?
Yes, 15 per tribe, and it is. It is 4 goats and 1 cow per person, and three oxen per 3 people. So effectively 5 oxen, 15 cows, and let's see,
Great deal of goats.
yes,
Some wrangling to do.
Yeah.
1.
I can speak with them, just like given some time to like do rituals.
How many ox per person? 3 people? 3 ogres for every ox?
Yeah.
yes.
3 to 1 ox
That's-
ratio.
A 3 to 1 ox or ox to.
Yes,
3 to 1
that's
ogre
good.
to ox.
And
How many goats per
60
ogre?
goats.
Yes.
6 goats per?
4
Jesus,
goats.
No,
goats.
it's 4 goats. 4 goats per oxen. Per
For
ogre.
dude.
Ogre.
Yeah. Per dude.
The numbers Mason, what do they mean?
So let me just get this straight. That means we need 15 cows, 5 ox,
And
and
60 goats.
60 goats.
I'm not looking forward to wrangling 60 goats.
Yeah. I just imagine like Zeph going into drill sergeant mode after like casting speak with animals. Just get in line.
That's
I
gonna
think
be
we know how
two.
to respond to that.
That is 285 gold.
It's not that bad.
Or are we buying the animals?
Well, I hope Baldwin would help
So you guys are
supply.
hurting them. Baldwin is
Yeah,
going to
Baldwin's
buy the
buying them. We're
animals.
just hurting.
He's just yes.
It's just very expensive.
The next question
Yes.
is, why don't they purchase them when they're there? Well, no, get them when they're there, so that we don't have to hurt them over here.
Well, effectively, this trade is to you guys are the ones to ensure that they get all their goats.
Mhm.
Effectively, that's what you guys are here for. You guys are going to be the middlemen that has no full formal ties to Baldwin. That can say yes, they got all their animals. They are
We're a-
good. Yes.
Did
You
they
guys
ask
are
if any of
witnesses.
us could count to 60?
It's
I am sure Anwin can.
I'm sure, but
Yeah.
did they ask?
Zeph can definitely count to 60.
They just assumed at best.
I think Oshra could.
Zeph is used to counting high numbers because he's a middle-aged elf.
Counting all of his sons and ives.
It's
I'm still
Yeah.
just impressed that those elementals had a concept of 0.
yeah.
God, Josh, don't put that thought in my head. God damn it. All right. As the trade deal ends, you can see the Yogers all effectively start they all effectively start heading towards Nemon's Gap. As they said they will be there for the next 2 weeks. Their head of the tribe, the shaman, he shall be staying there with half his people at a time, as the other half will be patrolling the roads between Nemon's Gap and Brindle, and Nemon's Gap to the Dwarf Bridge.
Mhm.
Is he expecting major trouble, or is this just precautionary?
Precautionary.
Fair
Because
enough.
this is effectively Brindle's first major tournament
Yeah.
since essentially the physical split between them and Rest.
That's when I would attack. Oshra mentions.
Good to know.
Just wanted to know if there was an active threat we should know about.
Actually, in that case, for the rest of this week, Baldwin asks you guys if you guys if you guys can be on call if needed for this.
It's I
That's...
suppose so.
What do we get?
I will be busy.
I too will be busy.
Okay,
I also have things to get done.
He understands. As he rides off and thanks you all and gives you your 500 for helping him out.
Lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got 500 for basically doing nothing.
We did.
Hey, and we got another 200 for beating up an old dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
at a net
And we gave it to a rock.
positive 200 gold and a cloak of protection.
All right.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal.
Net
We're taking a
300.
traipse through the woods, the fields. Yeah.
As you guys get back to Brindle, I would say nothing. Actually, I'd like you guys to roll 2d12 to see how quickly you guys get back to Brindle.
Mhm.
All right.
12.
Speed walking.
Bop.
We dwarves are natural sprinters.
Everything for short distance.
All right. Oh. Wow. For 40-12, nothing
Yeah.
attacks you. As you guys get back to Brindle, you guys do see that many of the effectively many of the stalls and many of the essential structures of the festival are starting to be put up.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Michael, where would I go to purchase a stall?
You would go to Jerome.
Okay. Are we so if I get this right, are we purchasing the cattle, or are we just waiting till the day where we just help herd them?
I think
You
the
guys
latter
are
option.
effectively waiting. Yes, you guys are waiting for the latter option. Effectively, you guys are
Okay.
there. You guys are going to be there to be ensure that nothing goes wrong with this deal. Ensure that the tribe gets their cattle.
Okay.
And this will be the day after the end of the festival.
Okay. If that's the case. Jim looks around and says, "May I borrow 25 gold to open a stall?"
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
You planning to sell something?
Yeah. I have lots of hide,
Oh, that is
a
true. We
lot
still
of
have all that hide.
bones. Yes, all the hides, and I have some other homemade goods
Ooh, homemade
that
goods.
I would like to sell for money. And he looks down and is like, little one, could you help me with the selling of the things in
Sure.
my
In what
stall?
sense?
Um, counting and
It's
being talkative. I'm not good with I'm not good with interactions with others,
How
as
much
you
are you looking to
know.
sell your stuff for?
What'd you say, Danielle?
How much are you looking to sell your stuff for? What you got?
Uh,
You know, this is a festival. You could probably raise prices a bit and get away with it.
do you think so?
well, what are you
As long as
selling?
it wasn't extreme.
Okay, I will need some help deciding prices later. Let me go. Can you come with me to also help purchase the stall in case there's a contract that needs to be read?
Sure.
Thank you. Head over to Jerome.
As you guys are greeted by Jerome, he says, "Oh, Anwin, Jebediah, it is lovely to see you all.
Uh, Hi.
What may I help you with?"
Nice
I
to see you
am.
too. We're looking to open up a stall
Oh,
Yeah.
for the festival.
okay. Um, and this will be co-owned, right? By both of you
Yes.
two?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, no, no. I'm
As
like, I don't know if she wants to sell anything, but yes.
We'll just
he
go.
pulls out, as he
Yes.
pulls out what looks like effectively a form, as he starts etching into this what looks like clay tablet at the moment. As he starts etching into it, your names, both, by the way. He starts etching your names as
Mhm.
he says, "What will you be selling at stall?"
I shall be selling pelts and hides, as well as bone goods, and if allowed, I would like to make a stew that people could eat. I have a lot of excess meat that I do not want to go to waste.
As he
Obviously.
writes, as you can tell he
But you
writes down
still
something.
haven't. Please don't have me do a food handler's license.
It's
The one question he asks first off is what condition of are the animal hides and goods made out of the bones and such?
The hides are of pristine quality. Of one, well, no, he's keeping the dire wolf skin.
Yeah.
Deer pelts, boar pelts, elk pelts, along with the bones of the aforementioned, made into either cups, mugs, little daggers, sewing equipment, things that would be useful household items, especially antlers that could be used for fishing. And then
He's
yeah,
Make up some drinks to help
okay.
sell the cups.
it's
okay.
He's writing
Ma-
this all down. He says, okay. And what ingredients will be put in the stew?
Potatoes, deer
Okay.
meat, various spices. Um, Essentially, it's going to be like a gamey version of potato soup.
it's
All right. All right. He effectively writes it all down and says, okay. As
Uh,
he effectively
little one,
he edges for 5 more minutes as he effectively writes it all down.
little one. Do you want to sell anything on the stall?
We'll probably make up some
As he
herbal
turns it
teas
over
and
to
that
you
sort of
guys.
thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do we need to build the stall?
No, he says it will be provided for you.
Okay.
You'll just need to provide yourselves something to sit on and or something in your own personal workshop or work set if needed.
Okay.
As he effectively etches his writings, he basically turns over the essentially the clay tablet to you guys and effectively asks you, is this correct? As it essentially says all aforementioned everything that you guys said you will be selling, and it says cost of cost of stall 25 gold at the bottom, and it effectively has 2 lines for both of you to essentially write your names to sign
I take it does all look correct.
your names. Yes, it does.
It's good to me.
Uh, yes.
It's-
It's just yes.
I will sign it on the line and pass it to Jim.
Jib. How big is the line?
It is effectively 10 inches long.
Can it
That's
fit
a
a
long
handprint?
line.
Can it fit a handprint?
It is 10 inches long. It could fit a finger. It could fit a
I imprint it with just my fingers.
finger. All right. As he looks back at it and says, I mean, that's identifiable.
That, okay.
All right. As he effectively takes the 25 gold and says, effectively writes out essentially the letters A7, and that is the number of your stall.
Okay.
Nice.
As is there anyone else that is willing to participate in the joust and or other in any of the other events?
I would participate in the wrestling and the javelin toss.
Remind me what
Okay.
other events there are.
Festival
Let's see.
activities. Gail, it's in the festival at the top. My bad.
Mhm.
Feastival.
Yeah, feasible. Yeah, no, I fucking I
It's
wrote
right.
down
I do it.
one.
I do it to Josh.
It's
Yeah.
Uh,
uh, I could do the archery.
I
Magical
think you
item
should.
buying. I could probably
Scimitar
do
speed.
the...
What is that?
But yeah, definitely archery. Axe throwing, not as much.
I'll do excellent. Fuck it, I'll participate in 3 of them.
That's...
Okay.
I will do pretty much all of them except for the shop.
You know what? Fuck
Okay.
it, let's do axe throwing too and just fail at it for laughs.
Well, it's acrobatics.
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
that great of
yeah.
an acrobatics. I have a 3.
I'll just watch
Alright.
the shop while Jem is fighting people.
Oh, let's
Yes.
see.
Jeb thinks it's his shop.
No, he doesn't. He's very
Oh.
much Alvin's going to do a shitload of the work.
It's-
He's
I'm
just there
making
for
us a
manual-
fancy glowing sign using magical tinkering.
Yes,
Give me one
and
second.
I'm enchanting the pot to smell really good, also with magical tinkering.
Oh my god.
oh my
I am
god!
creating false advertising.
I'm
Alright.
insane.
And Jeb will not know though. Jeb will not be the wiser.
It's just Jeb like, man, I'm a good cook.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Damn,
everyone else in
I
the
should do
party
this
is
more
just,
often
wait, why does this soup smell so good?
because I made it.
Shut up.
Jeb is not a bad cook.
Need to
I would take
write-
the
write on
chef
real quick.
feat, but I don't want to right now.
Fair.
10-minute break real quick.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. Anyone that is participating in the joust or the wrestling contest, I will like you both to roll me a d8
For both?
What?
for both.
Okay.
If you are participating in the joust, roll me 1d8. And
Okay.
if you are participating in the wrestling, roll me another d8. All right.
May I ask what this
Oh.
is for?
Your placement in the brackets.
Okay.
Ah,
And
Yo,
Gemini,
Josh is. Josh
this
is.
is
Yeah.
yours
ahead.
is for wrestling, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty much doing everything except axe throwing. Not axe throwing. Jousting.
Okay.
We don't have any sentient horses you can ride in a battle this time.
Oh, down with the claim that horses aren't sentient.
Are they?
And Sam, are you joining in on either of these or no?
not on either of those. I'm just doing the axe throwing and the archery.
Horses are certainly sentient, but not sapient.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right. That's that placement. And let's see.
What do I get for fast food? Oh, there you go.
All right. Let me get this music started. As you guys, I would like to know what are you guys doing to prepare for this tournament, for this
Okay.
festival?
So then, are we going to initiate a downtime
Yes.
now for the week?
Yes.
All right. Jeb is just this entire time is going to pretty much from the bones that we have, make little pendant, like some holy symbols for some of the gods.
Probably get your money's worth if you just did Paylor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paler and
Don't need to
Orome.
Read to pray at the morning sun.
It's,
And he's gonna do Orome because
yeah,
hunting.
that sounds like a good idea since we got this by hunting.
Mainly those two, a couple to Saloon, couple to
Okay.
Gond, and then and then some bone flutes / little drumsticks
Alright.
or percussion. I would also make a couple of drums using, is it the stomach that they use to make the drum surface?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Stomach, yeah. Make a
Yes.
couple using some water bladders
Okay.
to some animals to make some water skins, and then make it
Alright. Alright.
yeah, pelts, and then I believe that's all because I'm keeping the dire wolf python. So
Oh, yeah.
fuck that.
Mm.
And
Okay.
then
Now I'd like you to roll me. Alright, continue.
I believe that's going to be pretty much, and then practice my recipe for potatoes. Essentially, a spiced up version of potato soup.
Okay. What type of tools do you have?
I currently have Mason's tools and herbalism kit.
Okay. I would like you to roll me first a wisdom check to see, or yeah, wisdom check to see effectively if you can increase your soup making abilities
It's
All right.
in your mind.
Okay. 17.
Roll for soup.
increase soup.
It's
Roll
damn good
soup.
It's a
Soup
Yeah.
damn good
da.
soup.
Soup de ta!
That's an old
See.
meme.
Very old name.
Before Ethan
you
was even in
believe-
this group.
I'd say
It's okay,
even
you have, like, a
Amlin
soup to
would
tell.
believe you can get maybe 2 silver per bowl.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa! I'm damn
That's
good
some
soup.
good soup.
that's good soup.
And I would like an athletics check to see if see how well the effectively the amulets and the charms you make.
Can I rage to get advantage? I'm kidding.
There was no
Figure.
spine in that statement. Oh my
There was none.
I've always been
Good.
dumb.
All right,
I'm not.
let's see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use my inspiration on it because this is his first time doing it.
Okay, you
know?
have
It's 16 silver
effectively you. How many pounds of bones do you have?
Well, let's see how
Total,
and
we
skins
have
that
260
you're using.
pounds of bones.
And then pelt wise, I believe I have like 3 elk, 2 and 2 deer pelts,
And we
Okay.
also still have boar
And-
pelts.
and and the boar pelts of X amount. If
8.
if that's okay with you guys.
Sure, I don't know what else we're gonna use them for.
Using them.
All right, and then
Alright.
yeah, I'm gonna use the. It's snake skins. Can I make snake boots?
Do it.
I'll make some snake boots. Or fuck. All right. And using
Alright.
the 4 boar tusks, I'm gonna make knife handles out of them.
Mm.
Okay. If anyone would like to as roll for this, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Can you repeat
What
that?
roll?
What did you say?
Anything to add to Jebediah, like any bless or any guidance or anything like that.
Guns
you like
I would
to-
give it to you, but I do not.
I do not have anything.
Yeah, if I could give it to you, I would.
Guidance? No. I mean, could they help, quote unquote, with if they have proficiency in athletics?
Yes. Yes, they
All
can.
right, I will help you then.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
All right.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. How do I put this? you effectively use
He's
you use
dead.
that you use that many pounds of bones and most of the skins that effectively all the skins, half the amount of skins that of each creature. You
Mhm.
use that, and effectively for each trinket, which all these amount to effectively about 500 pieces in total,
Mhm.
can be sold
Oh,
for
wow.
you say about 2 silver each.
Mm,
Oh my god.
Yes.
that's real
That's gonna
good.
make
Dude,
bank.
Jebediah's gonna be known as a goddamn crafter instead of anything
It's
else.
You're
I mean,
the homesteader who makes his living off of Etsy sales.
Oh my god, I am. I'm the
yes,
no,
and
you know the guy off of TikTok that's really old and people ask him to make things?
No.
Oh, the dude who does like bone napping.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Can I make a
he's
blank?"
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make it. And just pulls it out of his ass and it's
It's
perfect.
That's not the way I would phrase it, my guy. It's really
But
not.
I'm not changing my phrasing.
so Ethan, how many pounds of meat are you using?
Mm.
how much meat do we have?
How big is the largest pot I could obtain?
The largest pot you can obtain is
I'm about to make a bowl out of this.
is 100 pound cauldron for 100 gold.
Wow.
100 pound. Okay. What if I do like, dude? I'm about to make a
Not in
bowl.
gallons.
Actually, hold on.
How many?
Let me
Let's
double
go
check.
servings.
Yeah. How many servings? I guess would be
Yeah.
the best.
How many servings? Effectively, you
Things.
can get one that serves per day. It can serve.
And second question, could we make the bard do it?
Do what?
Do his little creation bard thing and
It can be no more than 20 gold, I believe. Or no, actually, how much?
Actually, no.
More than 20 times your bard level.
Yes,
It can be medium.
it's
it is actually that, and the biggest cauldron you can effectively get is 25 gold.
25 gold.
gotcha.
Well, it also disappears after 2 hours.
That is true. So it might just be better to get an actual cauldron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Biggest pot
25.
you have currently.
It's Jeb. He probably only has like a
Yes.
5 pound pot. Man, he's been living by himself. This is
Yeah,
the
fair.
first time he's making mass meals. Obviously.
It's
Yeah.
And then
How many
yeah,
servings does the 25 pound, 25 gold
55 bowls,
one do?
55 servings.
Ah, fuck it.
that should be
Let's
fine.
do that.
25 gold, you
Yes.
said?
25 gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Man, I'm about ready to start up a God, what are those places where people can go and get meals for
Soup
free?
kitchen?
Yeah, he's about to start up his own soup kitchen. At this rate.
And the event will happen over the course of 3 days, Jeb. So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. How much?
Let's see. I would say per day, additional costs for ingredients would
Mhm.
be at most 5 gold.
I mean, I'm gonna make 15 gold in total per day
Yes.
over 55 servings, 2 silver pieces, I believe it was, right?
Yes.
So we're
Like,
spending an
come on.
additional 5 gold?
It'll be 15
Okay.
for each day.
So 45.
Yes. Not
Three.
each day. It's 15 total.
Oh,
15 for the ingredients, 25 for the pot is 40.
40. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
if that's okay with everyone.
That's fine.
I
All
mean,
right,
Jib's possibly gonna make his money back.
Yeah.
possibly in just
Most
one
likely.
day,
Well,
I can get 110 silver pieces.
Yep.
But of course, as with doing any kind of fair, you never sell everything your first day.
I
the other
mean,
days are for.
if my pot slightly sounds like music and it smells extraordinarily good from Anwin,
Well, yeah, but we're not going to sell all our trinkets on the same day.
oh, maybe not.
I will manipulate the market and I will do it shamelessly.
Yeah. Like
All
I've
right,
done
Pharrell.
I've done craft fairs for like 2 years now. You never sell everything your first day.
Yeah.
You never know. I could roll a nat 20.
Eh,
And
This is D&D, we can magic our way through things.
yeah.
All right.
And also,
what?
What?
Jeb's stuff is not quite a saturated market as
Yeah.
crocheting is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Crocheting is a very saturated market at
Oh
this
yeah.
point.
All right. Let's see. Enwin, I heard you are making some teas. I
Yeah,
would like you to
I'm
make.
just raiding the garden, making whatever sort of nice drinks I can
What
go with the soup.
what toolkits do you have proficiency in?
Proficiency, thieves, tinkers, alchemists, brewers, herbalism, and cooks.
And can't you get any
Okay.
proficiency given like an
Wait.
hour?
Yeah. Well, no, that's level 6.
Yeah, I can get any tool.
Oh, it's level 3. My bad.
Yeah. Can
Another
you roll
question.
me a brewer's set?
Brewers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would that
With
be intelligence or dex?
intelligence.
Intelligence.
It'll be intelligence.
Oh God.
Get a inspiration that. I don't like that.
There
That's
we
fine.
go.
All right.
17.
You effectively effectively the biggest pot you can get will be for 5 gold, and it will give you 45 servings per day. And each of these teas that you're making, each serving will cost 5 copper.
Cool.
So
I'm
another
mainly
5
doing it
gold?
as marketing for Jeb's Cups and to give me a reason to be there other than just doing the numbers for Jeb.
It's so another
I
5
don't want to
gold?
look weird like I'm auditing the books.
5
Yes,
gold.
5 gold for 45 servings. All right. I would also say after Jeb and Anwin's calculations, Ashrad, you are given a letter that says that if you are joining the jousting and bringing your own equipment, we would like to just have an inspecting of the equipment and just for safety measures. Meet us at the keep for this inspection.
Ashra grunts at the amount of bureaucracy, and then goes to the keep.
Okay. As you get to the keep, as you get to the keep, you are greeted by effectively the captain of the guard, who greets you, Ashrad, and says, "Why, good day, Ashrad. We heard that you are interested in joining the joust. We just need to take a look at the lance you're using and your shield."
I mean, his hand's probably still dripping from dye as he's making his own, basically his own heraldry for the
Nah.
joust. He places his stuff on a nearby table.
Okay. As he takes a look at it and thoroughly checks it, he says, "This is good. This is good. All right. Well, thank you, Ashrad." As he gives back your gear. have do well in the joust as he kind of gives you a salute.
I plan on winning.
Yes.
It's
We love the confidence.
Yes.
As just
Although
as good
before
as
he
his
goes, he
shots.
realizes, what is the point of this jousting festival again?
it's
What is the point of it?
Not sure, it's just
It
to
is
extend people.
to. It is to more or less commemorate the growth that we had, even though such disasters of the road being destroyed between us and rest.
That's a good spirit. What do I get when I win?
5 acres of land.
How
Nice.
much is an acre?
don't you own like
Like
half
in
of one?
size?
Yeah, I own
Let's
half of one,
see.
but he really doesn't understand how big that is.
Mm.
Um,
Like
I'll give
1,250
you
gold.
numbers. Um,
Give it to me in paces.
Mm.
he says
Square
that.
feet.
Yes.
Ew.
Effectively, that can eat one acre can raise 1 oxen well.
Player Josh is doing the math to see what that is. Square rooted. That's about 210 feet aside.
Nice.
Okay. I have no further questions.
All right. He nods. And as that is the majority of the questioning you are given this week, is there anything else anyone would like to do in preparation?
like
I
aside
want
from just
to.
you go first, Josh.
I want
I
waffle
need
fries.
to make a banner
Okay.
to represent
Um,
myself.
You should make it a rose.
do you have any tools or um any skill sets?
I know I have Taylor's tools because the cavalry or the cavalier gives you a random tool proficiency, and I was like, I've got my 2. I don't know what to do.
And the gracious Michael has given us another one too.
Yeah, I know. That's where I got my first one from. So I
Alright.
do have a Taylor's tools, and I have 3 deers worth of pelts.
Okay. Um,
I'm gonna. Alfred
let's
is
see.
just spending this whole time running around, grabbing. I did some research on this. He's basically grabbing these little beetles that show up along the sides of rivers, mashing them up into a red dye, and he's gonna make his banner just a straight twin tail banner at the bottom, which
Hmm.
at the bottom it's lined with wolf fur. It's gonna be
Nice.
red.
Alright.
How much do you
Alright.
think a thing of ink would cost? Just black ink.
Black ink. 1 gold.
And Zeph would
I
lend you some
say
of
this
his if
far
you
out.
wanted.
Hmm?
Zeph would lend you some of his ink if you wanted.
It would have to be a lot.
Oh, true.
I think it would probably use up a quote unit of ink.
That's
Yeah, so
The D&D unit. So I'll just buy the 1. I've got some gold left over. And then I think on the banner he's going to paint just a black rose with 2 drops coming off of 2 of its thorns.
okay. Let's see. Um, alright. I would like you to roll me a tailor's tools kit using either strength or constitution with advantage.
Boop. 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 18. But it didn't roll with advantage, you stupid thing.
It's
But now, why are you like this?
it's
I
That
guess
is a
that's an
strength
18.
18. All right. You make a for this is probably your first time really doing this. You made a pretty fine, effectively, essentially banner for yourself that has essentially all the every single detail that you essentially mentioned in your description of it, you have put on it, and it will serve as a fine banner for you, Ashra.
Sick.
And it took you one day to fully do that.
Oh, sick. Hmm. What else could I do?
Practice jousting.
I mean, I guess I could practice, but it's what he does all of his life. I don't really think it's gonna give
That's
him
fair.
much of a benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just work on the mausoleum too. Is it a mausoleum? Is that the correct term for it?
He
think so.
doesn't know what it is.
Oh, but what does Josh know what it is?
Josh thinks it's a mixture between a mausoleum and a fort.
Mm.
Okay.
Uh, this is gonna sound silly. I want to make a set of leather barding for my horse in the same
Mm.
color as my banner.
Nice.
All right.
We love a color scheme.
You can use your tailor's tools, and that'll probably take you the rest of the week.
Cool.
Aside
Yeah,
from
just roll me
helping,
tailor's tools.
yeah. Oh.
The horse looks better than my freaking banner.
It does.
Well, of course, you care for
One
it more
You
than
blinged
added
out horse.
That's a
yes, this
nice
horse is
horse.
blamed out as you added some additional more or less like features. Your horse looks fantastic.
Thou
Your
shalt
banner
show no
is
fear.
good, but your
That's a good
horse
horse.
is shining.
Thou shalt show no fear. In the mighty eyes of the Lord Himself. That's the firm
All
my
right.
stand.
It's
Is there anything else would you like to do, Ashran?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
I should not leave
Seth?
my post.
so aside from helping Jeb like carve out a bunch of trinkets, Zeph is gonna start like actually training his children to like fight if since they're taking so much interest in becoming knights.
Oh, no, he's an enabler.
And it's just like, okay, I can't stop this from happening. I mean, it's kind of in the family, so.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't
Alright.
think I can keep trying to take knives away from my children.
Alright. Okay, I will treat this like pit fighting, so
It's
roll me first. What is your AC?
Navi beats
18.
his ass.
It's
What is can you roll me a constitution saving throw?
alrighty. Bop. Nice.
And can you roll me an attack
Alright.
with one melee weapon?
Just short sword, stab, rar. 21. Of course, we're not using, like, actual sharp weapons.
Okay. Alright. You this teaching of them effectively they were getting cocky a little bit. The first day they were putting up somewhat of a fight, but near the middle, they realized their old man has a few tricks up their sleeve.
Humble the children.
and you, let's just say, you humble them well this in the middle of the week.
It's,
And effectively near the end, where both of your sons were thinking of essentially participating in some of these events, you utterly, I won't say destroy confidence, but
just
reasserted
kindly
yourself
show
on
that they are
top.
not quite ready for this.
Yes, no. They and effectively what this will do is if they want to participate in any event, they will get advantage.
Nice.
So they might participate in something besides the joust and the wrestling.
They have a children's
And
bracket.
That's,
yes,
oh my god.
Hell yeah.
My children are gonna wreck shop.
It's like going to a rodeo and they have the kids riding like pigs and goats.
yes,
Then there's
yes,
then there's the
And then there's
Navis.
2 children who know exactly what they're doing.
God. I mean, we will see as
It's
damn it, Evan's gonna be a read. All right. First thing in the events, as as the festival comes around. Actually, what were we gonna say, Ethan? Were we gonna say something?
Oh, I was wondering if that was everybody with their downtime.
Yes.
But
Was that everyone who they're not done?
besides Evan, but he said BRB.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody.
That's me.
Oh,
It's me.
as as each of as each of you wrap up this week with everything you're doing, Onstrad, his preparation for the joust, and more or less the other events that he's participated in. Anwin in her preparations with Jebediah in his own preparations for both contest and shop, and Zeph more or less getting his family accustomed to these new lands, and more or less helping his friend Jeb with his shop. You the festival arrives soon, quick upon you all, within 1 week after you guys return from helping Baldwin. As the first day appears, you see a multitude of night bands, all from the region, even some from Rest, but mainly from Brindol, and from, as you can tell, lands beyond. As you see many banners with many strange animals and many other either on symbols or unknown symbolism flutter in the wind. You see a selected 8 main banners, all gathered in one place that is right before the jousting arena. And on one of them, you see Oshrod's banner,
Hell
proudly, proudly rose as the second of 8. And as the festival begins, as the festival begins, the joust will be held, or the main joust event will be held on the last day. But at first, during the first few days, during the first days actually, we shall handle the axe throwing, the archery, um, that day's the stall that Jeb has, and if you guys would like to, take a look at the market and the other stalls yourselves. And then we shall continue. On the second day shall be the wrestling, and on the third shall be the joust.
Gotcha.
All right.
So first, the axe throwing. My whoever is competing, first I would like you all to roll me an athletics or acrobatics, followed by a perception check.
Frankly,
I'm
I thought those two.
debating.
I thought those two numbers were going to be the other way around.
I was debating whether or not I should rage.
That's
I mean, it will
The
be
the
up to you.
the only issue is that my rage is very visible.
Yeah.
holy lights.
Athletics and athletics. Oof. Perception.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Surprisingly, out of you three, as the first day, there is effectively a great axe throwing competition that happens. You surprisingly, Zeph, these axes that they give you are lighter than you expect as you throw these axes with a lot more speed and a lot more strength than you thought you could have,
Mm,
as they do hit effectively in the first round. You get 8 points.
nice.
Oshrod, this first round, you put a little too hard, I'd say, with your throw. These are lighter than you expect. You put a little too much in it, and you get in the first effectively round of this event, you strike 5 points. Let's see. And Jebediah, you during this round, you threw it also a little hard, but you were more precise with it, gaining 6 points.
Very nice.
All right.
Let's see. And is Josh here to Josh, did you get your number?
5, right?
Yes. And this
Ye-
is an event out of 3. So
Oh.
once again, I would like you all to roll me an athletics or acrobatics and a perception check.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna inspiration that acrobatics.
Oh, is this how we're doing it?
Yes.
I'm just
All
kidding.
right. Let's see.
How many of my allies are close to me at the moment?
Oh,
Um,
you. Hold on. What are we considering allies right now, Josh?
My friends.
What if I don't want to be your friend for this?
OSHA, having
I'll be your
friends?
friend.
Doubt it.
I'm gonna turn
There's
that
3.
12 into a 15.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Um,
I'll use up all my crits. I'm jousting.
It's
Give me 1 second. All right, cool. All right. Um, okay. Josh, Ashrad, you surprise yourself and you land a bullseye for 10 points.
oh.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. Jebediah, at this point, you gain another 6 points. You're kind of in the middle. You're not really getting a good grip on some of these axes when you throw them.
nah, I'm just
And
holding back.
yeah, and
It's
Zeph, you gain 7 points for this one. Actually, wait, no, this is better. Actually, whoops, wrong one. Flip around. You gain. Actually, yeah, you gain 8 points for this one.
nice.
As I would like to know how many points does each person have?
15 at the moment.
Well,
16.
Oh, all right. I would like one last set of rolls.
Alright, now watch me whiff.
Oh
No,
no.
now watch him nay nay.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
guess who just won?
Yeah, you won.
Ostron.
This is Oshrod's sports festival arc.
It's
Yes, it is.
Ostron, you surprisingly huck this hand axe with such precision as it goes straight through the board. And
damn.
as you hit a bullseye, I would like you to roll a 1d10
Break it. Break it.
as the board, effectively in the center, there's just a clean cut hole that this axe goes through as it embeds itself behind the board into the greater wall as it
Damn.
is halfway into the wood of this wall
Holy
as it
shit,
is stuck there.
Ashrod.
Nice.
As you gain 11 points for this.
Jed looks over and is like, that's my that's my warrior right there.
Jebediah, unfortunately, you gain 5 points.
I'm fine.
It
I'm glad to
is
be friends with you, Ashrod.
unfortunate.
But damn, I was
And
hoping to
Zeph,
win.
That is scary.
you gain 6 points. Zeph. All right.
That's my I know he's got my back.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of this, how many points does everyone have?
22.
I'm last.
Just like animal skulls.
All right, let's see. Jebediah, you win 15 gold.
Let's
Nice.
go. You can just put that in the purse.
I'm
Oshrod,
putting that in the purse.
you
yeah, I mean,
get a
for everyone.
choice between a potion of heroism.
Ooh.
Let's see. Double checking.
I think
A
Oshrod
potion.
is trying really hard not to show any outward emotion. But like the
Alright.
people who know him see that he's walking just like a little too quickly.
Oh, yeah, he's
He'll
excited.
accept his prize.
He's happy.
Right. Told him so.
Potion
Give
of
me one
heroism
second.
and
And a giant strength potion.
void caliber.
Fire.
Oh. Are you just putting that into your inventory, Josh?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
one or the
probably.
other.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be real. Heroism is gonna help the fighter a lot better
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because as soon as I get feared, I'm useless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright.
I
And
want that fire giant strength potion though, man.
yeah.
I want both.
And Zeph, you gain a greater healing potion.
Oh, thank goodness. Just what I needed.
Alright. The next event, effectively, will be the archery, which will consist of. I would say this one's a more quick one. This will consist of one attack action, one weapon attack,
Mhm.
and effectively,
Is it archery? Are the archery and javelin toss put together? Or are they two separate ones?
they are two separate ones. It's just
Okay.
that we will deal with both of them at once because they are similar. They are similar events.
Okay.
As more or less, I would like you to both. I would like whoever's participating in this one to roll me either a longbow attack or a javelin attack, and
Okay.
a Constitution save.
I take it I'm not using my +1 bow.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use a hand axe since they use the same stats.
I'm gonna
Yes.
recklessly attack.
Okay.
It's
That
bow.
seems unfair, but okay.
You
What do
said
you mean?
a bow attack and a con save?
Yes.
I'm absolutely joshing you.
I don't know.
Thanks to for random
Oh, that con
disconnecting.
save is garbage.
Where did you get exhaustion?
That's
because of
just
the
what
plus
I'm
one, though.
putting to counteract the +1 longbow.
I mean, what do you think I'm gonna use for wrestling, Josh? If I'm
It's-
not pinning him, I'm gonna recklessly attack him.
Let's see. All right.
22 and 20 for me.
As this time, it is Jebediah who wins at the competition of the javelin toss. And Anshrod, you come in third. As Zeph, you come in fifth.
Oh,
Not my best shot.
As
Fist bump the homies.
fist up the
Yeah.
homies.
Zeph,
If
you
it's
gain
volleyball, slap ass.
5 gold.
Alright.
5 gold for winning. Jebediah, you gain a greater healing potion. And
Ooh, I'm
Anshrod,
putting.
you gain 35 gold.
Into the pouch.
Yeah, I'll take that. No, I'll take that greater healing. I make that deal. Would you make that deal? Damn good deal.
All right. And now, the question now, for the shop and for Jeb and Anwin's stall, for the majority of it, I would like Anwin to roll me a persuasion check with either wisdom or charisma.
You really had to pick the two other mental stats than the one I'm good at.
I mean, could you argue intelligence because she's enhancing the store?
That's a good
Okay.
point.
I will.
She's the intellectual mind
Yes.
behind the store.
Yes.
I'm
And
actually a mark at a good turn.
is
Okay, so,
you can use it.
Yes.
Dice gods be ever in our favor. Never mind.
Oh.
I would like to use my inspiration for you to reroll that.
Reach. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Well,
Oh.
Josh, not Josh. Gail, what did I say? If a nat 20, I might be able to sell everything.
It's
Who is this I?
Within one day,
Team effort. Team effort.
High fives. High fives around.
all of the trinkets that you have sold and all the food you guys have prepared was sold.
Damn.
That's 500 trinkets gone.
So how much gold did we make?
So it's 2 silver pieces per a item. So that's 1,000 silver pieces plus an additional 110 silver pieces.
So you said
So
1,110
Oops.
silver?
Yep.
I can just add 3 ones to our current silver count.
I
Jeb.
made 68 silver off of the tea.
Ooh.
The Jeb comes back and it's so
It just pours that pile of money on the counter after it's closed.
Hell
Jeb's
yeah!
oh.
Does that kind of like an impression off her hands, like, job well done.
Or was that T gold or T silver after the silver that we calculated?
Yes.
Okay, good. I did my math right.
Yeah.
Jeb is just like, oh my, people liked it. You know,
That
Yeah,
is
people
wonderful.
loved it.
people liked it.
We got nothing left.
Oh my god, people like. Oh my god, it's just so. It's like a little kid, right?
Job well done, business partner. She offers you a hand to shake.
Yeah.
She's like, he's still just like, they right. And he goes in for a handshake. This is the most like kid you've ever seen, Jeb, and it's a little unnerving. I guess to some it's unnerving, to others just like, oh, he's healing.
Yes.
Now, Zeph's question is, how did his kids do?
Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right. The first event. Let's see. Your oldest son effectively won himself effectively 5 gold in the
A.
axe throwing competition. Vanavi effectively got a participation award.
Oh no, Vanavi.
On the other hand, he crushed the archery.
Oh,
He got first place,
damn.
and he got, let's just say, he got a very interesting reward.
You get another knife?
Yes,
Oh my god.
he asked
Love
for
that for him.
Zeph briefly wonders, why are they
Nice.
giving knives to kids as a reward?
why not?
You're letting them fight?
Yeah, but still, Zeph
You
just
don't get to
wonders
complain
about it
about a
briefly.
knife?
Like, he's not complaining, he's just wondering why that would be the decision.
I remember getting a pocket knife for a competition when I was a little kid.
Josh, you're
I
also
got
in the
this
South.
presents. It's not that weird.
No,
Oh,
that one
fair.
was in California.
I was in California?
Well, back before it became
California.
that.
Yeah.
You know, that was 2000.
The state that must not be
8.
named.
Mm.
That was 2008. That's when everything was nice.
All right. All right, and I would like to ask: would anyone like to look for a magic item and or buy something from any of the foreign vendors?
Where's
The
the
premier one
vendors?
is Victor Windsor's exotic animal trade.
Um,
I mean, if nothing less, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Does he have dinosaurs?
what's
I'm
a rare
curious
weapon?
about
Rare
finding a
thing.
+1 short sword.
Yeah. Items. Okay. Nope. 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 Oh my god, there's so many things now in 5e tools.
And to check for an item, Gale, it'll be an investigation or perception check.
Gotcha. Perception check. There's my see shit button. That's not great.
I mean, that's a 15. Passive.
Oh yeah,
passive.
passive 15.
You can find a +1 short sword.
Can I get a +1 short sword, y'all?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How much does it cost?
Let's see. It should be the same price as it says insane magic items. Let's see. Yeah.
General pinned saints.
Let's see.
Is it 1,500 or something?
It is +1 weapon, 1,000 GP.
Ah. I will spend that
Especially for a
1,000
short sword.
GP.
Especially for a short sword, it will be 1,000 GP.
Gotcha.
Can I find the Sunblade?
Can we
No.
buy a Holy Avenger?
It's a rare item.
Off my dead body.
Yes.
The
IRL.
Sunblade also, the Sunblade is unique to Curse of
It's in the-
Strahd.
It's in the DMG.
Well, like,
Okay,
there's
Vanavi,
the
we're
Sun
counting on you.
Blade and then the Sun Sword or whatever. like the sun blade and Strahd has like a sentience. There is a normal like sun blade item that doesn't have that sentience.
Hey, Michael, can we try to find a staff of healing?
Remember,
rare.
prices still apply.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Yes, yes, we'll
Not
get
at
you your
all.
still beating heart.
You
It's-
could technically get one in this setting, but you know where it's at.
Really?
Do we?
Yes.
Wait, is that
Tapio.
does that campaign have it? Yeah, Tapio had that.
Oh god damn it.
Go
Yes.
fight an angry tree! He would destroy us.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
buy it for 13,000 gold pieces.
Oh.
What about a ring of free action? What do y'all think about that
See.
one?
Oh.
What's it do?
20,000 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
20,000 gold pieces. What's it do?
Difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
permanent
that's...
4th level spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty.
See. Yeah, I mean, you could possibly. It's going to cost a lot.
Oh, it is pretty.
See.
To be fair, a lot of the rings are pretty.
That is a really
Yes.
pretty ring. Well, I got nothing else. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, 20,000. Okay.
Please.
Let's see. Give me 1 second. As let me just keep these in case. As I would say, what is being sold by Mr. Victor Windsor at the moment features many animals that live on the Rajani Savannah.
Can I show Oshrod a
Yes.
lion's claws?
Oh my god.
Yes, they do sell a.
I just want
There
to
is
show
a
it
lion
to
being
him.
sold.
You're climbing in a cage with a lion?
No. Like, Zep's not doing anything stupid, just kind of pointing out, just like, you see how their paws work?
No,
Uh,
it's in a cage.
Get in the
It's over
cage
there.
left, do it.
no.
Let's see.
I can't see its paws from here. I'm also more intrigued by the massive fangs.
They do have very big fangs, yes.
As it bellows out a roar.
You
Majestic
can make a
creatures.
child's knife with that.
Don't suggest that, but Navi's gonna want one.
Why do you discourage your child from acquiring weapons?
He's got enough already. He's got like 10 knives.
Do you not encourage preparedness?
What level of preparedness would warrant 10 knives?
A goblin sword?
You
I
see
suppose that's
Jeb's head
fair.
pop around the corner. He's got a good point.
He does have a good point. I just have the fatherly instincts to worry that he's gonna like poke himself or something.
That will be
That's
a,
what-
a valuable learning experience.
That is also true. And both me and my wife do have healing capabilities.
The child will be fine. Do not worry as much as you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta touch the hot oven to learn not to do that anymore, you know?
Yes.
It's a learning experience.
And
Yeah.
also, I will
Just part of
tell
me
you
always
other-
just wants to make sure my child does not get hurt, but, you know, sometimes it's... As much as I loathe to say it, sometimes it's useful.
All right, I will start
Is-
bringing out the
Yeah, just because otherwise he's not gonna know how to fight worth crap.
It's a
Zebra!
zebra!
They're selling
Zebra.
a zebra, a tiger,
Figured.
Fucking tiger.
a
Does it bounce on its tail?
unfortunately no, a couple of vultures. He has effectively a pack of wild dogs that
Oh,
he has tamed, a couple of lions, a few snakes, a few smaller animals, a large constrictor snake, 5 apes, and 2 baboons.
Do you have any
No,
And
bees?
no one for sale.
Elephant!
1 elephant.
elephant.
Elephant. That's
Zeph
not
is
animal.
very curious about his tusks because just like, damn, those tusks are massive.
And also, let's see, last one.
How much is he
Gator.
charging for the elephant?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Ride an elephant into battle.
Advantage against every living creature except for ancient dragons.
My god.
Oh my god.
The dream
He-
Reginald always hoped for.
That's most of our money.
Yeah. That's really cool, but not worth it yet.
Yeah. Keyword is yet.
Does
Not
he
to
have any
mention-
bees?
He does.
Oh my god, we get
He does have
Honey.
bees.
Yeah.
What?
He does have bees.
Are they honeybees?
They are.
How expensive are bees?
For one hive, effectively, for one hive, and essentially a box to act as their home and protection, it shall be 10 gold.
Y'all, can I buy some bees?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hell yeah. How
As
fast would a beehive produce honey?
It will produce effectively 1 gallon per day,
Damn.
and
That's a lot of
effectively,
honey.
each month I will ask Danielle to roll a D100, and effectively, if you roll, I believe it's a 75 plus, you gain the chance to acquire a new queen, so you
Ooh.
can start a second colony.
Ooh.
And it's 69 to 100. Let's go.
It's
Can I get 2 beehives?
From a
Yes,
65,
you can.
a 75 to a 76%.
two
I'm
beehives?
gonna start making mead!
Yes.
You said 2 hives?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Oh my
feel like
god,
we should
you're
just set like a budget. Anyone that wants to make a purchase below like 50 gold, we don't even need to ask.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's still
God.
good for record keeping purposes.
Yeah. You just need to
You-
tell
you
me
can build
how
your-
much you're spending.
Daniel, your alchemist shop can also just be a brewery.
Yeah.
They're related
Just
skills.
Make it a coffee shop and apothecary.
All right. Would anyone else like to purchase any of these animals?
Um
I think we're good.
I would like
Mm.
to, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
no.
As he does tell you all, come back tomorrow. One of my best ones is coming tomorrow. It comes from the land far to the south, known as Chult.
Oh no, it's a
It's a
Dinosaur.
dinosaur.
Yes, if you like to see.
Alright.
I'm curious.
We're just gonna come back and it's gonna be that ankylosaurus we found earlier, and we're just gonna Spider-Man point at it.
All right.
Any reason you find a random dinosaur in the Vale? Windsor?
Windsor!
All right. Let's see. Um.
I love wild dogs. They're cute.
Ye-
They look too much like normal dogs. I would try to pet them and they would eat me.
I mean, it's better than dingoes.
Oh yeah.
Dingoes are so bad. I'm lucky I don't live in Australia.
Yes.
Those look so pettable.
They look so friend-shaped, but they are not friend.
No.
Yeah, they're not friend shaped. I mean, they are friend shaped, but they're not friends.
They look so friend shaped until they snarl
Friend
at you, and then it's
mimicry.
danger. Danger.
As the next day approaches, so- okay, there it is. Let me open up some character sheets real quick, and let's get this beginning.
Well, now the only thing Jeb needs to sell is a soup. But I think word gets around about how good my soup is.
I mean, the soup is fantastic compared to what most people would say about your soup.
Who's saying shit about my soup? Was it you?
It's.
It was me.
Why are you
It's
saying shit
incredibly
about his soup?
overpriced.
Oh no, that's what Alwyn said I should price it at.
Oh,
You don't
Well,
have to
then I
buy it, Asheron.
well, no, I was simply saying you're scamming people, but if you decided, I'm not one to object.
Oh, so I'm allowed to scam people, I understand.
You know better than I.
I'm pleased with this arrangement.
Give me 1 second.
Why are so many of Danielle's characters just, if you give me the chance, I will scam you?
How many of my characters have scammed people?
Two. Well,
Who's
one.
the other one?
Well, almost Cascade. She's getting
whole
ready to
different
scam
thing.
people.
Cascade
That's
would.
fair. Cascade is a scam artist. Anwa's just a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's just street
I'm not
business.
saying there's no overlap.
The only difference,
Yes.
one has a license.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no law saying Cascade can't do it. At least not that she's aware of. Or would care to research.
First, Danielle,
Yep.
please roll me the intelligence check to see if you sell of the soup Jeb made for today.
Soup part 2.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Again?
You pay people pay
I'm too
double
powerful.
for
Double?
the soup. Yes. This soup is fantastic to these people.
That's
It is
220 silver pieces.
Oh my god.
it is almost divine, some of them say. Even though it is a very simple soup, it is lovely. You somehow perfected the marinating technique and the cook time, many people state.
I love this so much.
Jeb is actually there for the majority of today too. It's just no, thank you, oh, thank you, oh, thank
Yes,
you,
please give your compliments to the chef.
thank you, no, thank you.
It's,
Oh, and why are they paying
Zeb
double
is just
for
like,
it?
alright,
I
I
don't
gotta try this
understand.
soup. I haven't tried it yet. I need to try this
You
soup.
try. It's the most mid soup you've ever had. I'm just kidding.
Anlin's last tinker was on the price side. She just keeps changing it as demand increases.
Michael, how actually good is the soup?
The world may never know.
Michael. I think he's dead.
Oh God, he's died.
Anakin
Michael.
got him.
Anakin got him.
No! Don't leave me here, Michael!
He got younglinged. He's
Lance
dead,
is just
Jim.
gone.
Yeah.
Good thing Jeb wouldn't be able to read. If he
He's
would,
not even. No, he's still in the roll 20.
he would still. He would be like, "Why are you scamming the poor people?"
It's...
No, Jeff. This is just how you do business. It's just the extra pizzazz, you know?
Chronic.
I mean, this is a festival. You've got to expect higher prices.
Like everyone up and down the street doing the same thing. I'm just doing it.
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Of course. Jumping sound, you are the best.
Like, I've looked around
Aw,
at some of
thank
these other
you.
booths. They have some expensive stuff that maybe isn't worth that. Wow, Michael's
Alright, am I
just...
back?
Oh, you're back!
Yes.
You
I'm back, yes. It is not showing me Discord, but I think I might be alive.
We hear
We
you.
can hear
I don't know
you.
if you hear us.
The first one of the next effectively event shall be
Well, I wanted to
Oshra.
ask, how is the soup? Like, how actually good is the soup?
Fantastic.
Damn.
It is the truest definition of simplicity at its main core, but taste wise, it has complex flavors beyond imagining a simple soup would.
You know, I agree with the people. This soup is amazing. It's...
See?
Oh, good.
I don't know
Oh,
how to
thank you.
describe it. It's really good soup.
Thank you. I tried really hard to make it, so I hope it was good.
It's very good. You did a good job, my friend.
Thank you. He just has like that silly little grin on his face.
One second. All right. The next
Watch me rolling out in the
Yeah.
future.
It's...
You know, Jeb, this soup is as good as the famous chef Jordan Blansbury.
Who?
Jordan Blansbury.
Okay. Thank you.
Is he really that famous?
He's a well-known chef.
Where?
He's also our world's rendition of Gordon Ramsay.
It's...
Oh, I was about to say it
Yes.
sounds like the origin of the term bland.
Yeah.
All right.
See, and where do we go to find him? Watch him call someone an idiot sandwich.
You are a idiot English bread.
All right. As the next
Yeah, like
day,
sourdough starter.
as middle of next years, you guys see a great deal of what looks like to be athletes. Get
Oh no, he's
Oh,
gone.
please?
No.
why?
Oh,
Trying to
he's
explain
back.
things.
He's
The
back.
real boss of
God.
this campaign
We
is
can
Michael's
hear
internet.
you. Yeah.
I am trying to fucking explain the goddamn wrestling.
Eh.
All right. Effectively, what happens is essentially a bunch of athletes are gathering up as the wrestling's about to take place. As the main event of it, the first round shall be Onstrad versus a veteran.
Michael, I have to ask, what's
Yes.
everybody's age compared to mine? What's the age difference?
You see about two fellas around your age, maybe a little older, around like 55, 60.
Respect.
Everyone else is about the
Hold, please.
No, she's gone again.
the youngest one looks about like 20. The
Uh-huh.
but 20 to 30 around there. The majority. 20 to
Oh
30.
god.
There's a majority young people, and then these three old men who are buff as shit.
Yes.
Shit.
Excuse me, I'm middle aged.
You are middle aged, yes.
Is Ashraf doing this with all of his armor still on?
No, I think this is the first time that everyone has seen Oshrat out of armor, except he's basically wearing the equivalent of a I think it's a turban.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is his face still not visible?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. For some reason my fucking Wi-Fi is being ass tonight.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Yeah, obviously. Um.
I mean, the
All
reason is
right.
obvious. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
obviously Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna die. So Josh, I'd like you to roll me effectively one.
Before before we get
What was
into
it,
the
Josh?
actual match, is it the same day as the joust?
No.
No, the joust is the third day.
Everything else
Before I
is on the
begin,
second.
I turn to Felix and say, "Bard, encourage me."
Okay. How do you want to be entertained?
I'm just asking for bardic inspiration, my man.
Okay. I'll give him inspiration.
He doesn't know how to be entertained, what that would mean.
Uh,
I just
Look at
want
this
good
cute.
good ability checks.
What's it grab?
Magic flute.
Do magic flute.
yeah, we'll give him magical. Actually, we'll give him a mote of potential so that it looks like it's like a little fireworks every time that he when he performs well.
Maybe don't blatantly use magic to cheat.
Why not?
Especially it's visible.
I'm not saying don't do it, I'm saying don't get caught.
I mean,
I hide the moat in my turban.
Hey, Professor Quirrell.
All right, Aladdin.
good. All right. I would like you, Ashra, to roll me a grapple check.
Is that going to be an attack roll, acrobatics, athletics?
It's grapple. It's
Uh,
Athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
let's see here. Is there anything I can add? Oof.
Sensitive.
I assume that my friends are watching.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yes.
I add 5.
Uh,
This is OP. I love it.
With the
So,
encouragement, you best him in the first round.
A
Barely.
okay.
Roll me another one.
We go again.
oh,
I will add 5 again and roll the dice. The d6 still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both 4s. That is an 18.
nice.
This veteran pulls out strength of long lost ages and beats you this round.
Oh.
The audacity.
He rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Oh.
rude.
oh.
One more.
I'm out of cheating. But hopefully that's enough.
Your resolve is greater than his as age catches up to him as the second round was his last push. Oshrod, you win your first round.
At the end,
First
Ostrod
round.
has his arm in that one lock where your legs are around his head, and he's like looking around to the referees, like, do I break his arm at this point, or what do I do?
No, he yields. He says, "I yield. I yield.
Ostrod doesn't know what that means.
I stop. Stop."
Oh,
You can let go. Judge's like, you can let go now. You won.
oh. Holds his arms up in victory.
As the referees come over, pick up the guy, and also just hold. Just point towards Oshrod. As Oshrod, you go to the second round, winning 25 gold.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I give Felix 5 of it, and then we both put our money in the pouch.
Yeah.
Money. Thank you.
Uh, All right, give me 1 second.
I need to find. Do we know a cleric in town?
We know one. We know a
Jeb does.
priestess. The priestess of Saloon. What's her name again? Where is it?
All
Can you
right,
make
as
predictions?
I'm back.
And
My
she's
wife
back.
is a cleric of Assyrian.
We're
Does she know
gonna,
spells?
you know,
What?
Does she have
these-
spells?
She should.
she has level 2 spells.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her to bless me for the joust.
Oh,
Well, you are my husband's ally, as she blesses you
Well,
well,
for the
for the
joust.
tomorrow.
for the jest. Yeah, yeah, for the jest, she will. As effectively after Oshron, you do see one of the guards, a bigger fella, absolutely tower over his opponent, and effectively just more or less press him down to the ground all 3 rounds.
Oof.
It was an impressive fight, but this guy just won out of sheer size.
the
As next up
boulder.
The
is
bold!
Jebediah.
Yep.
Jebediah, you see another one of your these
Older.
old men. Yes, one of the older men says, "Ah, it is good to have a love. It is good to have a worthy adversary."
Of course. May this wrestling teach us many things.
Mate,
Shakes his hand and gets ready.
all right. Roll for grapple.
17.
You win the first round, Jebediah.
Nice.
Alright. Second round. 11.
Mm.
Your strength fails you this round as this guy effectively reaches around and grabs essentially your hand, holding you down as he effectively pins you with his other.
Okay.
Now third round.
No.
Uh,
I like it. Roll again, Jeb.
What was it, a tie?
Yes.
oh.
Oh my god, just progressively getting worse.
Old man.
These two old
how?
men waste eventually get tired quickly after their first big hurrah as they effectively this battle takes about 5 minutes, which for a normal younger person wouldn't be that bad. But for older
God.
gentlemen, it takes a
1
toll
2.
as Jeb squeaks out the victory.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh.
my
by a
god.
little.
Did he roll a
Oh,
7?
how?
He rolled a 6.
Oh.
Wild.
Absolutely wild.
Oh. Oh.
Hmm.
And in contrast, the opponents that went up after Jeb, the last two, were two young knights, and their battle went fierce.
Mm.
It went on for 10 minutes,
Damn.
and in the second round, it took 8 minutes for them to wrestle down each other, as both of them rolled nat 20s on their second turn. And it took them about 10 minutes to break the deadlock, and for effectively one that has the emblem of a badger on his as his essentially his heraldry. He's the one that won.
The Badgers.
Second round, Oshroud. You're going up against this larger fella. He's about 7 feet tall, and you can tell uses much of his weight just to try to win out of sheer effective smother tactics. I would like you to start out the roll.
Hold on, I'm checking something. How long is the first short rest?
An hour.
First one, an hour.
Hmm. Whatever. If I lose, I lose. I'm not gonna use my special stuff on this. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see. First round, let's see. First round goes to Ashram.
Nice.
Yeah, boy!
As you can tell, the first guy he went up against, couldn't fully figure it out. Ashram, you immediately figure out his tactics. And he realizes as a second, as you get him easily to stumble, and you're able to pin him within about two minutes. As now, second round, I'd like you to roll another grapple check.
Yeah, boy!
Nice.
Oh, it is effectively you win this round as he effectively he taps out and says, I'm finished. I'm finished. You are
Oh.
too good.
Oh.
As he rolled on that one.
Oh.
Oh.
I think Ashra would take this in some amount of stride, just saying, work on your balance.
I shall, as he says, as he bows, gives like a courtesy, like effectively handshake. As Ashron, you win your second round, you gain 25 gold.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Into the
Jebediah,
pouch.
Yeah, my 25 gold into the pouch too.
Gotcha.
Jebediah,
Mm-hmm.
roll me your grapple check as it is your semifinals.
Wow.
Ah, yeah!
I'm gonna teach.
Oshron are gonna have to duel.
Wrestle
Oh.
boys! Wrestle
is-
boys!
I'm assuming this is one of the youngins.
Yes, this is one of the youngins.
Oh, he's gonna learn.
Oh,
He's gonna get learnt.
He comes in with a fury, but you overpower him. But it takes you 5 minutes, Jeb.
Ooh.
This it
Endurance
is
match.
a battle between old and learned versus young and cocky. I would like you to roll your second one, as you guys both rolled nat 20s. It's just that his proficiency is a 25.
Oh.
Oh.
That ASI you put into strength.
Yes.
And wait,
Jebediah, you're winning the second match, as the cockiness turns quickly from that to fatigue as he gets tired. One more d20.
Ooh.
Michael,
Yes.
Dominating.
are bards allowed to perform around this time?
Yes.
Uh,
Secret inspiration.
can I send a mote of potential by by? Oh, I don't know if I should do this track or
Saying how good my soup is.
or him
I
or
think he needs it right now.
it could help.
I don't
Well,
think he needs it this round.
Okay, never mind.
Well, so I'm being selfish. I want you to save your bardic inspirations for the joust.
Okay.
All right, Jebediah. You prevail handedly as you pick this man up and throw him out the ring.
Nice.
Know him.
You
get
humble
yeeted.
him.
Yeah, he did.
Jebediah afterwards is just. Did you learn?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
walked
sir.
away.
All right. Now, as as effectively
How
as
much
a
gold am I adding?
as a band. You're adding 25 as a band starts
Wonderful.
playing,
Yes, to add
and
25 to the pouch.
and as each fighter gets about 10 minutes worth of resting, you see effectively one of the referees come back into the middle of the ring, and effectively says, "As our finals, it shall be the Knight Oshrod versus Jebediah Jenkins."
I mean, he's a knight, and I'm just Jebediah Jenkins. The man of soup.
Man of soup.
I mean, everyone just whoever's near Auschwitz is like, I've pledged myself to no lord. I'm not a knight.
Jebediah's just,
You look like one friend.
I don't even have.
This year's heraldry.
He was about to say heraldry, but then he cuts himself off, realizing he made his own heraldry.
Jeb's.
You're a knight,
Before the
buddy.
match, Jeb walks over, offers a hand as like a handshake, and he just does Oshrod take the hand in the handshake?
Absolutely. I
And the
will try
best
not
man
to
win.
break your arm.
I embrace his arm too. It's just the best man win. Let this be one that everybody in this festival shall remember. No bras hold?
I am.
What?
I intend to win. Yes.
Alright, so do I.
Yes.
As
Now
a handle.
does that mean he's rage?
Does Jebediah think that would be fair?
If Oof. I will only use rage if you don't fight if Oshra doesn't fight fair. If he thinks Oshra doesn't fight fair.
I'm out of BS, so I can add 2 things per short rest. That's it.
All right.
No BS, just direct contested checks.
Macho and macho.
Straight rolls.
Yep.
As you guys effectively exit the essential waiting area for your final match, Jebediah, you are matched with you are effectively met with this
Soup man, soup
screaming
man.
soup man.
It's just what? It's just super to call me that. Michael, should we GM roll these just for fun?
Ooh.
Yes, actually, I like that.
Ooh.
And for Ashran, they do like to scream like effectively. There's just many of the more commoners kind of say great warrior or knight. Really, they just gonna say that.
And I'm
I'm not,
Soup Man. He's great
I'm not a
warrior.
knight.
Rose Knight is a fun title.
I'm not a knight.
And Jebediah's like, why
Okay,
am I
fine.
being known for my soup?
Many of them, many of them
It's
scream
fine if they're
warrior.
calling that. It's just
Yeah.
Ashrad's like, I'm not a knight.
All right,
I have no
as
lord.
as
I serve no man.
good. All right, I would like you both to roll grapple checks. GM roll. The first round goes off for about 5 minutes as you two know each other's fighting styles and techniques well. But in the end, this first round, Ashron barely
Damn it!
gains the upper
Ugh.
hand
That means
by
he
a
rolled a
little bit.
22.
He rolled a
Or above.
23.
Ugh. I know your left knee is bad.
Ashron, you gained the first round. Second round, I'll like you both to roll me athletics checks. This round goes the opposite, as effectively Jebediah off his loss recuperates his standing and effectively regains his footing as he topples Oshrod, going on to the third round. I would like both of you to roll me athletics checks.
Yes.
Ooh.
What are the chances? How?
What?
Did you roll a nat 20?
No.
He
rolled that
rolled
one.
3 of the exact same
Oh.
number,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, Jebediah, that was not enough to stop Ostrod from barely getting a victory as each bout lasted. The first one, 5 minutes, the second one, 10 minutes, the third one,
Damn.
15 minutes. As you guys showed what looked like spectacle, as Oshron effectively finally got Jebediah into a chokehold,
Wow.
and Oshron has won against Jeb.
Jeb.
Once it's called, like I assume he has him like kind of from behind, holding him in a triangle hold. Alshra just like lays down in the dirt, just
It's
out of breath.
Jeb, Jeb, I would assume it's first to his feet, and he holds his hand down to his competitor as a way to bring him up.
Had it had 5 minutes.
All right, that lays back down.
Ashra jokingly like backhandedly slaps your chest.
It's just the Naruto and Sasuke meme where they're both laying down next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear
Alright.
Jeb jokingly say, "You know, if I was younger."
Goodbye, Jay.
If I hadn't been so hurt,
Hmm.
you would have
Alright.
lost quicker.
Soup. It's just
Soup.
got some leftover soup.
Is it still warm?
Oh, you bet your sweet ass it is.
Soup.
All right.
Alright. For first place, Ashron, you gained 200 gold pieces. And
Nice.
the
Jebediah, you gained a healing potion.
Ah, man, I think I'm the winner out of this.
I can buy 4 of those with 200 gold.
Hey, I have 4. Hey, I got a greater healing potion earlier. Okay.
I know. That was funny.
That was funny.
That was great.
How did I roll
Oh.
321?
Wait,
It's-
Oshron is 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be too
Ashron
much attention. Oh no.
is
How did I roll 21 3 times?
That's insane.
How do you roll 21 3 times and not win?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is surprising. As I shall call a 10-minute break because my computer's being weird, so I need to restart real quick,
Mm,
and we
Alright.
shall get to the Jousting.
Gotcha.
BRB.
Using my potion of hero was
That's beautiful, and I want that. I have no use for it, but I want it.
What do you want?
The thing Josh just posted.
Oh. Yeah, I played the recording. We
That
can
looks
go.
amazing. All right. As a third. Oops,
Uh-oh.
wrong one.
Oh,
As
okay.
no, it was
I was scared
good.
for a moment. You good?
Of this event.
Maybe
Yes. As
Did
um
Josh get chicken recipe?
no
Maybe.
as I hope not. But as the third and final day of the event comes around, you do see at the height of the day, effectively, many of the knights all start to gather as you do, as Ashrod is summoned for effectively at the jousting fields. As you do see 8 proud knights stand in what looks like to be a row as they all present themselves ready for this joust. The first of these events. Let's see. The first one again, as well on this one, shall be Ashrod.
I keep going first.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Right before you get going, Jeb's gonna run down there and go for the clasping of the arm,
It's
You'll
and
do
it's just
that
say,
from the horse.
it's like, do it for battle, do it for glory. Let's win the son of a bitch.
Huh.
Is
Yeah.
it the jousting tournament now?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
As Ashrod, you got blessed.
Yeah, you've got
And I have
less.
a bardic.
It's a sick
What?
loot solo.
Alfred
loot
actually has a
though.
herald.
It's
I guess that's actually what Alfred would ask you to accompany him as a
He's doing the
kind of as a herald, but he wouldn't phrase it like that. It's just, can you hold my banner for me?
okay.
A
He's-
little
he
gnome holding a banner for the.
it's
he
blocks Oshrod's
puts the
vision.
end of the pole in his pocket so that way he can actually set up a snare drum, and it's just marching you to the jousting area.
God.
This looks so silly.
It does.
Oshron, this
Is the banner
ultra
blocking
super serious
Oshrod's vision?
dude. What?
Is the banner blocking Oshrod's vision since it's held by a short
I think
person?
he would be behind me,
Hmm.
but it's just Oshron, this really big 6'4" dude with, you know, red banner, red horse, black rose, with like a 3-foot tall herald from behind him.
It's just the
a little
fucking was
guy.
it banners. It's just the banners from episode 1.
Oh
See,
hell yeah!
It's
he's your C3PO. Alright, Ashron. First one you go up against is a knight known as let's see, which one is that actually? 1 second. You go up against Gawain.
hey, buddy.
Nobody but kick his ass.
Kick his ass.
As he
That is the
as he
plan.
salutes to you and says, "Good game.
Strike
May
through.
you strike through." As he effectively salutes you and goes back to his post.
What
As
armor
the
does
first-
Gawain have?
What was that, Josh?
What armor does Gawain have?
He has splint.
Okay.
Let's see.
To the rest of the people, you see Jeb come back with 2 giant turkey legs and a and a pint.
Oh shit,
Let's
where'd you
see.
get that?
I bought it down there. Long line.
Ah, long line.
Okay, Josh. Which of the 3 targets would you choose?
I'm gonna start out just relatively. Yeah, I'm gonna start out relatively easy and just aim for his shield.
He should also aim for his shield. In fact, also doing the exact same thing you are, gauging the situation, gauging how well you are in combat.
But unfortunately for him, he has bullshit.
All right. I would like you to roll for the attack.
Oh, I don't actually have a bless put in. Sorry, one sec. We don't have a divine
Yeah.
caster in our party.
Excuse me, Onwin is divine in her own right, thank you.
That may be, but I'm not a divine caster.
All right.
For all Jeb knows, you are.
Clarifying.
That's a 17 to hit with a shield. I don't think that hits.
You're still GM.
That does not hit, and he does not hit as well.
Ooh.
As both of you guys glance your first hit. The first strike of this tournament begins. As you guys round about again, I would like you to roll for attack once more.
Don't we have to roll check to stay on the horse?
Oh yes, yes, roll for a check.
Oh my gosh!
Mm.
It's a good thing he didn't hit me. I would have fallen.
Yeah. Let's see.
So I'll just post the rules and.
Yeah.
Or is there a hand up for these?
Yes,
there is.
festivals.
Oh, okay.
Damn it, should have gotten you a saddle the Cavalier.
I think that would
Cheat even
absolutely be
more.
considered cheating.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I can understand people wanting to bless and Bardic, but that is just straight up cheating.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. You roll really bad, actually.
It's only uncommon too, actually.
Nope.
That's some baloney that was the uncommon.
You rolled a 6.
Oh no!
Go in now.
He falls down.
No. I mean, yay, but no.
Jeb's just
Okay. First out of
Yes!
3 goes to Ashrad.
Woot.
Well, that was 1 point.
Second, 1 point.
Are we going to 3 or 5?
You're going to 3. The
Okay.
final round will go to 5. As I would like you to roll attack.
I will go. I'm still just gonna go for his shield.
Alright, he shall also go for his shield.
Oh.
I will add 5 to that.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. How much... What is to hit? What is your to hit?
My AC is 21.
Okay. Does a 22 hit?
Oh.
22 does hit.
And how much... And what roll did he... You said he added 5, right?
Yeah, I added 5.
Okay, that shall hit. Let's see.
So that's 1 point to
And-
both of us.
Yes.
I'm at 2. If he falls off, I win.
Yep.
I was hitting the shield.
Yes.
My DC to stay on is 12.
Hey.
Oh.
That's annoying. I keep rolling really low for those.
Yeah.
It's scaring me.
Alright. He falls down.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see Jeb gets up and just yeah.
He rolled a 9.
Oof.
Yes, brother.
Yes. Yes. It's that M Bison meme.
It's
Yes.
Alright. First one goes to Ashrad.
that's our boy.
As you guys see Gawain get up, as he stands up from effectively falling down, he goes over to Ashrad and holds out his hand.
From the horse, I'll grab his hand.
As he shakes it, as struck true. good luck on your next match.
It's appreciated.
As he effectively goes off and effectively goes, I would say more or less, tend to his wounds because effectively there's going to be some bruises there.
Oh yeah, he's bruised.
I mean, that dude just got embarrassed.
Yeah, there's a couple of bruises.
A couple of really bad rolls.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Where's the?
What?
Okay, cool. All right. As you guys continue to see, you guys see effectively, the second as Ostrod effectively dominated the first round. You do see the second round as a bit closer. It's a lot more. It's a lot more charged. You can tell as it is two friends. What looks like to be coming from effectively taught by the same master, going
Mm.
at it for about 10 minutes. Effectively, both landing hits, but both of them not shaking or losing their resolve.
Mm.
It's a real
As
Midoriya Deku moment.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or
yes,
Midoriya Todoroki moment.
Yeah.
yes,
Thank
as you guys,
you.
Oh god.
fuck up. Good. As you guys do see, one that has essentially one that had the his heraldry was that of a badger. He
Gotcha.
he's the one that won, as his name is Jonathan.
Oh.
Is it the same Jonathan that we know?
Yes.
Ah.
And the third match, you can tell it is this is a far off night that as you do see the one that won is a far off night that says he has ties to William Marshall and he proclaims that he is his lord. He has what looks like the sigil of effectively a river with a bow and arrow in the middle of it.
Mm.
And the fourth and final one actually is one of the sons of one of the houses in Brindle.
Hmm.
Actually, one of the families in Brindle that has one of the greatest ties to land that has been effectively raising cattle in this region for hundreds of years. The the Dulocks, their oldest son, actually won in the fourth match. As as we get to the semifinals, on Shroud, you do meet Jonathan fully as Baldwin's third and final night.
Why do I keep getting paired up with? I hate to say your kind, but Baldwin's kind.
He just says, "I just won last time
What? Lepers?
against my friend."
Baldwin tights.
Yes,
No, Felix.
he just says, "I won last time against my friend. I I it must. I don't know, man." As he basically he's kind of just saying that. I don't know, man. But good luck to you.
Necessarily directed at you. It's minor frustration.
Okay. As he rides as he effectively rides to his position, Ashrad, I would like you to start.
What armor is he wearing?
He is wearing a plate.
Mm.
Oof.
Oof. I'll just aim for the shield to start with.
All right. He shall also aim for the shield to start with.
Can I get a good roll?
That's not bad.
Ooh. Plate and a shield.
19, yeah.
AC 20.
Um,
I'll roll my Bardic Inspiration.
okay. That shall hit as does a 19 shall not does a 19 hit.
19 does not hit.
Alright, as you strike his shield. Let's see. I'll like you to roll your I'll like you to roll your check to stay on your horse.
A DC 10.
Nice.
I'm glad I have the mounted combatant feature. I
He's
He
don't know,
doing the
barely
work.
stays on his horse.
You only fall off if you roll 5 below the DC.
Mm.
Yes. He barely stays on his horse.
Whew.
As he regains himself. As he turns back around for a second go at it. I'd like you to roll another attack.
I'll aim square for his chest. What's the worst that could happen? That could
Ah.
happen.
See, 1 second.
Oh,
That's
does
an
it have
18.
does it have inspiration?
I'm gonna add 5.
Ooh.
Hey.
Let's see. Let's see. We're just the thing. He is going to aim for the head.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, spicy.
Does a 23 hit?
Ooh.
With a -5 to his attack?
Actually, wait. Um, does 18 hit actually?
No.
Oh.
And and you are attacking the body,
His chest, yeah.
his chest.
His DC to not fall off his horse is 15.
Yes,
That's
as
2
that
points
shall
of
hit.
damage, right?
Yes. Let's see.
I'm still on the horse.
Good.
He fails the DC, but not below 5.
He has disadvantage on his next one.
Yes. As let's go once again. As this guy is being rattled by his hardest, but your resolve is great.
Surely I can't keep rolling below a 10 on my attack rolls. Let's aim for the chest. I hate
Are
this
you sure?
game!
He does not hit you with an 11, and you do not hit him with a 13.
We just both straight up whiff each other.
Roll for
Roll for
roll to
horse.
stay on.
Your horses are just like, what are you idiots doing?
Oh.
Yeah, you Ashrad, your horse is Nuck is basically going like, "What? Come on, man! What's going on?" As he's looking basically kind of like you could tell he's like, I wouldn't say on edge, but more like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's kind of give off that vibe. That
He's agitated.
yeah, he's agitated. As you can tell, Jonathan has regained his footing as he rolled a 19.
I'm going for the chest again. Surely I can't keep
All
rolling
right, he
It's
shall
this
go for the
badly.
shield.
the dice.
Oh.
Last words.
Does a 19 hit?
No.
Well, at least you can't roll worse.
All right.
Arr! Rolling to stay on the horse. I'm
Good.
fine.
You guys are both fun as you rolled in that 20. Once again,
I will hit him square in the chest. Oshrat is getting angry.
It's
Oshrat is getting
Uh.
angry.
You hear
you
Jeb
guys,
from the from outside. It's just you got this. You know, just
as this bout is going great, as both fighters are just frustrated, and and many people cannot tell at each other, themselves, their equipment, at what, but you can tell there's just tension. There is the fires of victory here there's the fires of a great competition as these two great warriors clash for last this next time. They see both of the effectively the training lances they were given both shatter against each other's
Oh.
shields. As you guys have to gain a second one. Now, I
Zefko
would like
gets
you both.
food.
I would like you to roll to stay on, Josh.
That's the wrong one. Well,
Animal handling works.
yeah, I guess. I pushed the wrong button. That would have been disastrous.
Yeah. As he also stayed on with an 18.
Let's go!
Alright, he is gonna attack you in the shield.
I'll go for shield. I just need to hit this man. No, I did a good
Yeah!
roll.
Yes, you
Hey.
do hit. As does a 21 hit.
No.
Alright.
I also forgot I have the ion shield stone.
Oh yeah.
AC
Well,
22, baby.
I thought I had that.
No?
Oh,
Alright. He's able to stay on.
I thought you'd give it to me.
I thought so too, because
Alright,
Yeah.
Ostrich, roll
Well, I would have borrowed it.
to stay on.
Advantage.
Yeah, I bet.
Athletics. Hey!
Reroll.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
your
I'm a
herald.
master tactician.
Brave Sir Robin, brave Sir Robin.
Alright. Roll once again.
Let's go for the chest.
As he is going to go for the shield. Does a 21 does not hit? And that shall hit.
I think that's game.
I think so.
3 points.
As he falls down.
Oh,
Oh.
more points.
Definitely 3 points.
3 points times 2.
As this bout has been going on for a while, as you do see both of you guys' shields damaged, and
Scraped up.
the crowd is screaming with anticipation and more or less, honestly, just hype. Really, as you can tell, you can see many people screaming, "I put money on him! I put money on this round one! Whoa!" And there's more or less you
Mhm.
can tell that there's many like small children like shouting, like Ostrod or the Knight in Red or like the Warrior of Red, stuff like that along that line, effectively. As the knight gets up, he gives you effectively congratulations. Says that was one hell of a fight. Good job.
I'll try to get off his horse to shake his hand.
As he
This
gives you
one
a
he
firm handshake.
respects.
He gives you a firm handshake and gives you bits his due.
Is there an hour between now and the next event?
Yes,
In my next round.
yes, there is.
I'm taking a short rest to gain some of my BS back.
Let's see.
Golly, man, actual jousting just looks brutal.
Yeah.
Sore.
Give me 1
Horses
second.
aren't even at like a full run in that video.
Yeah, and they're just shattered. It's just each other shattering upon one another.
I don't
Yeah.
even want to know how terrifying like a thundering heavy cavalry charge must have been back then.
Cool.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right. As you gain one, your effective, you gain your short rest. Zev's wife shall bless you again for the final.
Yeah, boy.
Hold
Let's
up,
go.
can I
There
put
she
elemental
goes.
weapon
The
on this thing?
power of God and anime on my side.
I have
I was
the
about to say,
power of God and anime.
could I put elemental weapon on this thing?
It's
I mean,
why though?
what benefits would it do?
It gives him a +1.
It also have
Okay, but the
something.
lance is elemental.
Yes,
Yeah, I know.
be
Thunder. Why is it so
No.
loud? I don't know.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Thunderlance. With the crack of thunder, Oshrod strikes down his foes.
good. All right, as you get to the finals, you guys see effectively a what looks like to be a knight that has the banner of a raven, a blackbird, you can say, as he introduced himself as Adrian Belgrade.
Belmont, the House Belmont.
He sounds emo.
It's
Anyway.
He sounds like the Black Knight.
As he is wearing heavy dark armor, as he does say in the name of my ancestor Nathan, I ride forth
Oh,
I will
against you,
crush
great
this.
warrior. What was that, Josh?
I will crush this man.
damn!
it's
Well, I mean, you killed his ancestor, so.
Yeah.
um, I don't really think Ashford has too much pomp and circumstance around him. I think he just says the same thing he said to each of his opponents: strike true.
And they do as well, as he as he basically salutes you as he goes to his starting position. I'll like both of you just.
Up.
Oh,
Bye,
there goes Danielle.
Bye, Danielle.
Daniel.
oh no.
Let's see. Second.
Oh, she's off completely.
Oh, did her internet
Up is
die? I
back.
guess.
What is with this
Hooray!
one tonight? It keeps randomly, like, kicking me out for a few seconds, then reconnecting.
What the heck?
Alright.
Supreme saleswoman. I just recognized that.
It's
Okay, Ashran.
Mhm.
You can roll for attack.
What is he? What armor is he wearing?
He is wearing plate.
What?
+1.
oh.
Oh no.
Did you want it, Bardic?
Yes, please.
Okay, you have it.
Would it be wrong to ask you to give it to me every round that you have left?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
We're
Each
in it
time
to
it's
win
that
it.
Willy Wonka whistle when he summons the Oompa Loompas.
It's
Let's see if it's that way. He's got +1 plate.
I just imagined Felix doing a cheer squad dance.
I'm gonna start with his aiming for his chest.
He shall also aim for your chest.
Oh,
Nice.
Alright. Oh.
oh,
Doesn't that 20 hit?
oh.
No more inspirations, guys.
Nope,
Use mine earlier.
It's mine. And
I
then,
used mine.
do you have yours?
Well, I mean, technically, the mote of potential can be added onto saving throws.
Yeah, that'll hit. He only hit me in the chest. It's a DC 15 to stay in the horse, so it should be fine.
Stay in the horse.
As
Stay on the
let's
horse.
see.
Is this the final round?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the final
Okay,
round.
first to 5. Roll to
Yes.
stay on.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Nice.
You're good.
As he also rolled a 25. As he nods his head at you, as he puts his lance down once again and charges forth.
Risky business. I'm gonna aim for his head.
Ooh,
He's gonna aim for the shield.
Mm.
you fight.
Can I use my action surge to get advantage on this?
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
Ooh.
The
22.
bardic.
Nice.
Yeah.
26. Oh, that just meets. I'm gonna add 5 with my saving phase.
Yes.
Alright, as he's aiming for his shield with that 25. Or should
Yeah, that'll hit.
as you guys both just slam into each other, I would like you to roll me your check to stay on.
He hit me in the shield, so DC 12. I'm good.
Nice.
He has a
As he is-
DC 20.
Ooh.
He has passed for a 23.
Ooh.
Oh, that's annoying.
As he just stays on and just looks back at you. As you can tell, he's huffing and puffing, but it is more or less out of, like, essentially exertion as both of you just slam with all force to each other. As that hit actually costs you guys another lance.
That's
What are we at? We're both at.
third
Is
lance.
it. No, point wise. Is it 3 and 3?
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
You guys are tied and tied because you guys both at least are getting over your saves by a
Okay.
long shot. Alright.
Aiming for his chest this time.
He also aims for your chest.
Oh!
No.
Right, my inspiration.
Hey, there you
Oh.
go.
Let's see. How much does that add to the penalty against the chest?
It's a -2 to the roll, so I'm gonna add my bardic inspiration.
Nice.
That shall hit as he doesn't hit you.
Yes! I'm ahead. 4 and 3.
Let's see.
And then the save to stay on. I'm good. Thank God for
As
magic
see,
combat.
he rolled an 18.
Fall off, dang it, man.
It is effectively that at this point. Is it both of you just see like fall off, fall off, fall off?
Oh well, I just need to hit him this one time, so I'm gonna aim for his shield on the next one.
He's also gonna aim for your shield.
Oh.
You guys both do not hit.
Oh.
Good, 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 good. Don't fall off.
He does not fall off.
I almost I didn't almost fall off, but
That was close-ish.
Alright, one last go
closer than I would
around
like. Aiming for the shield.
as he also aims for your shield.
Hey!
Ooh,
Nice!
A 14 does not hit, but a 26 does.
Let's go, our
As
boy.
effectively you launch him from his seat onto the ground as he this match took about 10 minutes as both of you get I say 10 to 15 minutes as you guys both as he effectively lays there for a minute as he is just huffing and puffing as you launch Rod. After you have effectively downed this man, there is a brief pause for about at least 10 seconds as you just hear this roar of cheers and screaming of your
It was
name, titles people randomly came up with for you, and more or less just cheers from all the fans
It was the silence was breached by Jeb, who just gets up and just everybody like it. Essentially, he is so pumped and so excited, right? That essentially acts as rage, right? So his body
God.
starts glowing this golden, hue across all of his scars, and just just primal, just letting it all out, which probably scared a lot of individuals
Oh yeah.
Yes, but
around
also
him.
inspired a lot of individuals around him to do the exact same
It's like, holy shit, this man's
thing
loud. Let's be loud with him.
as
But I'm louder.
Yes.
In all the screaming, you're able to pinpoint one voice.
Yes.
as God, as the tournament ends, or as I should say the night lays there, he stands up after a minute
I
and
think
gives you a deep bow.
Ostrad would have, as soon as he had won, he would have not like charged his horse, but jogged his horse back, grabbed the banner, and done a lap around the arena and planted
Yeah.
back, and
Um,
then go over to his opponent, get off the
It's-
horse, and help him up.
You see Jeb
As
just trying to run down from the stands to try to get onto the field.
It's
you're allowed because everyone knows, or most people know, ally. Don't mess with him.
yeah.
As
And also, if you mess with
as
him,
the
you're
night,
probably going to get bowled over.
yeah, exactly. We don't want to get. We don't want to get. Yeah, we don't want to just get randomly
You cannot
bulldozed by
stop
this
this truck of a
scary man.
man.
As Adrian Belgrade eventually accepts your help to get up, and he says, "I thank you, and also I do thank you for showing where I need improvements in my technique."
That's really awkward.
Mhm.
Good job, he says, patting him on the shoulder.
You look up and you see Jeb just sprinting.
Oh
As
god.
he does basically gives you effectively a pat on the shoulder and says, "Congratulations," as he effectively walks off to go back to his essentially his tent to go essentially rest up.
Seeing Jeb sprint
as
at you must be terrifying.
yes, as Onshron, you start feeling the fatigue as you and Nuck are just tired as all hell. As Nuck as Nuck this entire day effectively he's went from anxious to more or less I say more effectively amped up and ready to ready to go. Feel like that's the vibe like Nuck is giving as he is like happy as many people are giving him praise.
This is probably the most people Nuck has ever been around ever, so
Yes.
Yeah.
I can understand that. And
Yeah.
as Jeb charges at Oshred, I think he's gonna try and go low for the waist and try and like knock him down,
Spontaneous wrestling match.
like football or stand.
Really gonna ruin your victories there.
If that's the case, I'm currently raging. So athletic.
This is not going to go well.
Athle-
It's not necessarily a hope to take him down, but to weather the storm.
Yeah.
Athletics, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
athletics.
that's still
Oh,
pretty good. Oh, did pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Arshron, you fall down, but barely. Jeb
As
barely
Jeb,
tips you over.
All
Jeb
the
lifts
energy
you
out
up.
of the charge.
Jeb lifts you up, and it's just even though.
Aren't I like 7 inches taller than you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
also raging.
You think
No,
that gonna
I'm
stop
not
Just
judging
because
your
someone's
abilities.
taller than you doesn't mean you can't be lifted.
I know. I'm just picturing the image. It's this dude who's like
5'8".
7, 8 inches taller than you, and you're still lifting him like half his legs off the ground,
It's
and it's just terribly imbalanced. I love
God,
the image.
5'8" man versus
6'4".
6'4". Who's gonna win? Apparently, it's 5'8" right now.
it's
Alrighty,
That low
as
center of
Ashra,
gravity.
as you win, as many of your friends, your allies, and effectively what looks like to be Lord Giard himself come onto the field with his effectively his son and his right hand
cold.
man Jerome Ashrod. For winning this tournament, you gained 5 acres of land that you of your choice. Um, come see Jerome to arrange which area you would like.
Thank you, sir.
As he gives you a firm handshake and a pat on the back, he raises up your arms and says, "Ladies and gentlemen of Brindle, this is your winner of this year's annual annual festival for early summer." Ashrod, as the crowd just roars.
I think Jeb and whoever's close would actually see a little bit of fear in Oshrod's eyes as he realizes he's being announced to the entire town,
Yeah.
and that is not something he wanted or thought was going to happen. He doesn't
It's
know why he didn't think that would happen.
As everyone is praising,
No, there you go.
everyone is happy. As the night goes on, a great feast appears. As everyone gains a long rest from the
yeah.
feast.
Yo,
Jeb,
let's
Yeah.
go.
Jeb
And I
afterwards
would,
is my social battery's dead. I shall eat and then I'm gonna go home.
It's
yes. Also, third day, actually, Anwin, I just need you
oh yeah, soup.
Roll for
soup.
soup.
One more roll for today. See,
Is it
I
just
see how
think
well soup sales are.
what am I
It
rolling?
is intelligence.
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 The
Oh,
turkey
Everyone's
legs
too
were more
busy at the
popular
festival.
today.
yeah.
Everyone's too busy
Yeah.
watching the chaos.
everyone's had it already. They don't
Yeah.
want to risk it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not much being sold. It is effectively he sold half, I would say today. So you guys got about I'd say a week or two leftovers, but depending on
So how
who
much
would be
silver is
Jeb,
that for the last day?
Are they still playing Quadra or are they paying normal price?
normal price.
All right, that's gonna be 55 divided by 2, so 23. 46 silver.
Gotcha.
Still not bad.
Yeah.
Jeb is like, after
And
I'm gonna go home.
Jebediah.
Yeah.
You notice that
Wait, hold on. How much
there
did
is
you say?
actually
46
46.
silver.
46 silver.
let's see, you get recognized by or more or less effectively, someone has commissioned you to make them a bone sword,
Hmm.
and you realize this person that's commissioning you to make a bone sword is a lot familiar face to you. On the
Is it
third
Elvin?
day, she is Elvin.
Oh god.
Let's roll a let's roll a what
Roll Riz.
I roll
well
for restraining order.
it would be is she deliberately hiding her face?
No.
Oh, okay, then he's like it's a fucking yandere.
Oh
It's
my god.
Wow, you're
Rhythm with the
taking big festival.
nah.
Hmm. She just happened to be there.
Oh god.
Alright, as you both realize, you guys are talking to each other, the ones you made plans with. She says, "Hello."
Jeb just, hi. I would not think an elf would come to a human festival, but here you are.
I like to come around, see what's being sold.
Fair. Set a bone sword.
Yes.
That's gonna be something that's completely new to me. I guess. Do you have written down? What is this? Is Onwin there?
Emma,
Uh,
What's
Would
happening?
Onwin?
she would be. She
Um,
would be.
I'm like little one. What are the plans on a piece of paper called?
Schematics?
Schematics. Yes. Do you have the schematics for um the sword that you would like?
She says, "I want offensively, essentially class-wise up here," but
Okay.
she says that she would that style-wise, she wants you to pick it.
Oh God.
Oh god.
She
See, Jeb
trusts
just
you,
they're just. Oh no. Well.
but I'll
Okay.
give you some. I would like some colorations of green and blue in the hilt, though, if you
Okay.
can.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. Um. Okay. Preference of bone, or are you supplying the bone?
As she pulls out effectively what looks like to be a giant bear, like effectively at the
Ooh.
hind quarter of a bear.
Hey. All right.
Nice.
Um. Nice. As Jeb's looking it over, trying to design it in his mind. It's kind of like trying to imagine his like bone to person ratio.
Bone to person
Jebediah,
ratio.
roll me insight. Roll me insight.
Okay.
Jebediah is blunt as all hell as he doesn't realize this woman is trying to prove herself more to him.
It's
I'm there. Can I
Yes.
roll insight?
Yes.
It's a little better.
And when you can tell this woman at least has you can tell this woman and Jeb are more blunt than they are. This woman is trying to full right
Oh.
show Jeb her worth by bringing out that fierce of a bone in effectively hunter's terms.
Like Jeb, this is like damn, it's like a bear. Damn. If she
it's
took this out, damn, good for her.
Quite the bone. You must be an exceptional hunter.
Well, I am, as she says. As she says, I'm also a great trapper. I also know how to work on leathers. And she starts
See,
like basically moving her hair aside.
oh
Jeb is
god.
still staring at the bone. He's like, all good traits in a hunter, yes.
Can I just kick Jeb slightly under the counter?
Roll a strength check just to see if he
Yes,
knows.
roll strength. This is stupid.
um, like what hit me?
Oh my
This
god.
insight.
Franco Marco still excellent social
Uh,
awareness.
It's
yeah.
Good.
He's like,
Jeb, you hear like effectively, you feel effectively like essentially like someone like poking you.
That's weird.
it's
It just seems you see him say that's weird. as he as he keeps on going, thinking about it, and then he comes to like aha moment. It's like, um,
You see Emma just kind of rolling her eyes like, this man
as
is
bruh.
as
clueless.
the winter season come around the corner, I did manage to acquire a direwolf pelt.
Oh.
Um, I was going to add, well, as it is bigger, obviously, I was going to make myself a jacket. I was going to ask because I have so much of it. What? This teeth sounds so weird and so crude. But yeah, but I was gonna ask for your ask for the measurements for the
Oh my
jacket.
god.
So that way I could at least make some that's not obviously as big as me and
Roll me
fit
a
your stature
persuasion check
better.
with advantage, Ethan.
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
Persuasion with advantage.
No.
8.
Ah.
It's better than a nat 1.
Okay.
Today we went from like autism be darned, my boy can work a grill to my lord, the autism is taking over.
God, Jeb.
Yeah.
She asks you. She basically says to you, I mean, I don't know my measurements. I mean, what if you would like to take them?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
He's like, okay. And from his mason tool set that he has, he pulls out a measuring tape. Is here fine, or would you like somewhere more private?
A little private.
Okay. You look at the stall to see if he can do like a makeshift stall on the inside.
Effectively, the stall can be
He's
turned
like,
into its own little tent. I
okay.
imagine Anwin effectively quickly vacates the premises.
Yeah. She basically goes have fun, kids, and disappears in a puff of smoke.
You Joss
She
Rod's
gives
banner as a curtain.
He's like, yeah, give me a second. I think I could turn this into a tent. He proceeds. Oh my god.
as you proceed to start effectively taking her measurements. You can tell that she's a little more reserved speaking. She's in her mind is thinking, "Wow, I got this far. I didn't expect to get this far."
And
Honestly,
in Jed's
sorry.
mind, he's like, well, remember,
Gotta get those measurements.
yeah, get those measurements.
Come on, give her a free fitting.
Oh my god.
God, so stupid. And
She's
as you
just like,
guys,
okay. Yeah.
God, is this how
Jeb,
my girlfriend
meanwhile.
felt about me?
yeah, I mean, as as you ramp up Jebediah, and as you end, Anwin, you don't even need to roll insight. This poor girl's face is just red.
Oh
It
my
is nothing
god.
but red. As she thanks you, Jeb, and she
Yeah.
effectively says, "In 1 month, right?"
Yes, in 1 month. Would you prefer that I send when I finish the jacket? That's not whatever article of clothing Ethan chooses. Um, would you prefer me to send it to you, or would you wait to get it when we go on the hunt?
I would like to get it. And Jebediah,
Yeah.
this hunt, could I ask to make sure it only be between you and me?
Oshrod's such a great hunter. It'd be a great asset.
Well,
But but I do understand, less in numbers, less rowdy. He's not stealthy, as one may presume.
I understand. I just would like to possibly, you know, become more acquainted with you and know you a lot better.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Um,
As you do see her take off effectively her coat, her cloak, what looks like a shawl, and just puts it around your neck.
it's very small. It's very.
It's very
See,
It's
on
like
small.
one
covering
hand,
half
that's
of his.
kinda cute, but on the other hand, god damn it.
It's covering like probably like a third of his back because his shoulders are so broad.
A neckerchief.
As she, as she says, "Please keep this from me as a gift of my appreciation for this
Okay.
cloak for this coat you're making,
Okay.
and may it keep you warm," she says, as she departs.
Oh, what's the pricing for the boat sword?
I got a special gift for you,
Okay.
my dear Jim.
Ethan's just.
And that is where we're going to end session.
Oh my god.
Wow, you guys
This
are.
is my husband Jeff and his boyfriend Usher.
Yes.
Oh my god.
As I shall end
Did it
session
work?
there,
Am I seducing you?
as the festival wraps up.
Like she's trying to seduce you.
You all gain a bunch of money. You all gain a bunch of shit.
Do we gain experience?
Good job.
Do we level up?
Do we gain
No.
experience?
Experience 500.
Yo!
500.
Cool.
500.
Actually, wait. Hold on.
4630, just so we're all agreeing, correct?
4630.
4630.
Josh, what you sent.
It's
Quite accurate.
You sent.
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh,
It shall add an additional 150 XP
Oh.
for
Extra
Oshrod's length of
150?
battle.
Yo.
So
So what is it
4780.
now?
yeah. 2,000 more
4780.
points.
Because how many points do you have
Gotcha.
left?
We're getting close to that level 5.
Oh my god, this is.
So I'm level
I'm playing off of my own stupidity too for this.
It's
No, it's funny. It's good.
like it's